been cold recently.
Negative 50 degrees Fahrenheit.
It feels like it sometimes.
Welcome to Rime of the Frostmaiden.
We are live now.
Is that that's how my city's been recently?
That is the ambient temperature of Icewind Dale.
Dude, it's been dropping.
-50.
It doesn't drop to fucking like 38 here in February usually.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's been getting close to freezing point.
Is there a way I can make this smaller on OBS? Let's see. Let's see if I can put this.
No, leave me big.
Wait, tonight it actually will get below freezing.
I'm gonna put you right next to Daxter's head, so you can annoy him the whole time.
Okay.
There you go. Okay. That should be enough room to see the thing. The whole thing. Oh, damn it. Screw off. Pop up. There we go. Okay. We're ready.
All right. Making sure that I have everyone. Matt, you here? You're just eating your burrito. So you need a simple yes or no. I want to make sure that everyone's here. You can type. Okay, cool. Yee.
Yee.
Gotcha. We good to go though?
Yeah. We're live, so yeah, we're
I'm
good.
making sure. Okay, cool. All right. Welcome back to Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. Last time, we had our first session. We met up, and as the party got together in the square of East Haven, a red wizard, Zahn, was being burned at the stake for crimes luring the people of East Haven to their doom out in the wilderness. As the party warmed themselves by the fire and then warmed themselves in the White Lady Inn, they had heard in the back the town militia captain looking for anyone to help find several fishermen that had gone missing around the time that Zahn was captured. They went out onto the Loch Dinishir to go search for the fishermen, finding a small network of caves. Entering the caves, they found some sort of enchanted skeleton that attacked them, and further in, a hag by the name of Maud. Auntie Maud offered the party some soup, which one of them ate, before revealing her true monstrous form and chasing them out. Now, finding that the fishermen were in the soup, they returned, licking their wounds, back to East Haven, into the wet trout, in order to recoup, warm up, and head back out, doing whatever they want to do. And now that brings us back to the present. In the wet trout, warming up, drying off your clothes, and getting ready for your next adventure.
There's nowhere to put chat. So I think I left off with us going to the wet trout, right?
We are in the wet trout.
Okay.
You had talked with Faith, who, while not being a drinker, got herself a couple of tankards of mead and promptly knocked herself out. And you made sure that she got back to her room safely, talked with the barkeep a little bit. The tavern's pretty empty right now. It's dark. People don't really want to be walking around. I mean, it's usually dark, but not even really like twilight hours. And so most of the people have gone. There's a few off-duty guards that are just hanging around. And you're all warming up by the crackling hearth. Chris drying off his wet clothes after falling into the river.
I just remembered that I need to pull up my D&D Beyond.
Kind of important.
Chris. Wait, what's going on?
I'm not going back in there. I I I refuse to go back into that cave. You can't make me.
Wasn't I bribing him?
Yeah, you're keeping my scroll hostage. Yeah.
Chris, we will be paid at least 100 gold for this. Now I know how much you love money.
I don't love money. I love money so I can drink.
Imagine how many drinks you could get.
Honestly, recently, I'm not even thirsty.
Who is this I'm speaking to? What did you do with Chris?
It's called trauma. And my gut is not happy with me.
Oh, there's my D&D Beyond page. Oh, wait.
I imagine you guys aren't being exactly quiet about this.
Oh no, I'm shouting, basically saying, I ain't going back in there. No. I walk towards Tob to get my scroll back from him.
Am I taller than am I taller than Chris? How tall is Chris?
Let's see here. Okay,
Imagine a lizard folk is probably taller than a human on average.
yeah, I think I'm just 6 foot.
I could tease him a little bit. I'm gonna hold it above my head. Above my head.
Bastard, don't make me.
What? You gonna thunderwave me again?
Don't tempt me.
I laugh and he's like, it's not my scroll anyways, and I toss it to him.
At this
Okay,
point,
Janet.
the white dragonborn behind at the bar kind of calls out, "Are you really considering going out there in the state that you're in?"
I don't know about him, but I'm not. No. God, no.
No.
I mean, it pays enough.
Is your life worth 100 gold split 3 ways?
Look, the last time I went there, the only thing that threatened my life was your thunderwave.
You make
You
a
haven't
fair
even-
point, but still.
You haven't even had a hot meal and a good sleep. You went out on the lake to find your fishermen. You found what happened to your fishermen. Take a rest. I'll tell you what, I'll give you reduced rates on a room here if you just promise me you're not going to go right back out and get yourselves killed.
Fine,
See, at
fine,
least she has.
fine.
at
I'll
least
take
she
your
has a
advice.
brain. How much is a room? Anyway.
Yeah, how much?
For you, I've got 4 beds in a room. Usually I'd charge 2 gold a night, but I'll give you 1 gold for the night.
I will take that.
Where on D&D Beyond does it show my money? Oh, there. Let me see.
Inventory.
Inventory. Oh, 10? 10 gold. How much did they say it was?
1 gold for 4 beds.
Oh, yeah, I could pay that. I tossed the wait, what do I call them again? Innkeeper?
Mhm.
I tossed
Tavern
it. I tossed the tavern keeper a gold piece.
Outstretches a hand as you toss the gold piece and very quickly deposits it into a pouch under the table.
There we go. So no, I'm not. Sorry, what?
Well, I hope you don't mind, but there are 4 beds to a room, and I had one that only had an occupancy of 1. I hope you don't mind sharing the room with a stranger.
Ah, no,
I've
no
done worse.
worries. No worries.
All right. And she hands you a small silver key.
Beats
Okay.
sharing one with a
All
donkey.
right. Go up the stairs, take a left. It'll be the third room on the left.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'll head up.
I think for the reduced rate and letting us stay.
I do as well.
Goes back to cleaning some of the mugs. As you make your way up to the room, undo the lock, open the door, you find the room mostly empty, besides a large bronze dragonborn in the room, just kind of awake, sitting on their bed, going through their belongings. Boltesh, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello.
Hello.
I see. They had to use this room for just me.
I reach up my hand. I say, "Hi, Chris Moon. Nice to meet you."
I reach out mine and I'm like, I'm top. I'm top. I cannot do the voice right now.
Boltesh stands up to show to look down on them.
Yeah, notably,
Boltesh is
Boltesh.
6'10".
Oh, okay, yeah, you'd be taller than me then.
Yep, she towers over everyone in the room.
I look up. I say, "Damn, you're tall." Oh, cool.
She looks down at their outstretched hands and says, Kimbatul Boltesh Starseer is my name. Call me Starseer.
Nice to meet you, Stasia.
Nice to meet you, Starseer.
And then she just sits down and goes back to her belongings.
I just plop on the bed.
Aren't we sharing one bed?
No, there's 4 beds.
Oh, I thought you
I mean,
said
if
we were.
you want to.
No, I thought you said there was one bed.
No.
Okay,
You share one room, but there's 4 beds to a room.
I see.
I just plop on the nearest bed closest to me.
Yeah, I go and sit down on my bed as well. Where is Daxter during all of this?
Probably with us, I'm guessing.
Typing something.
I couldn't.
That or right behind us.
Let's see. So what now? I don't really have anything to say.
If you don't have anything else to say, y'all can go to sleep, take your long
Yeah,
rest.
we'll take our long rest then. Good night, Chris.
Fuck off.
Boltesh does periodically look outside at the stars with her star map.
Did I have anything that refreshed on a long rest? Actually, don't remember.
It should tell you if it does or not.
You get all of your hit dice back on a long rest. You heal all of your hit points as well.
Okay. Oh,
And
that's
pretty much any resources that you have
okay, good.
are going to be refreshed.
How do I just click long rest at the top of
Yep.
D&D Beyond?
Click long rest. There's going to be like a confirm button, and then
take long
just
rest.
Confirm. Yep.
Okay.
Take long
confirm.
rest.
Okay, sweet. There we go.
Oh, yeah, you guys go. You take your long rest. the next, what I suppose you could call morning, look out the window, still pitch black, as it's been for the past few years. Never really gets laid out anymore. Only the very barest hint of twilight around noon. But you stir, you get up, you force yourself back down the stairs.
Okay. As I go down the stairs, I wave good morning to the tavern keeper. Morning.
I say morning and I go straight to the fire just to warm my hands.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The tavern keep, notably, kind of just like she's half asleep on a stool in front of the bar, but you wave at her. She kind of gives you this very groggy morning, then goes back to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody in the tavern except for Faith, who currently in a far off corner, just kind of writing in a little journal.
Mm.
And Chris, as you go over to the fire, you notice your furs, your cold weather clothing, is now dry.
That's good. I remove them from the fire and put them back on.
Oh, yeah. I should probably also go to the fire because I believe I am also soaked. So I am gonna head over to the fire and dry off.
Okay. Now I can speak. It has gone quiet behind me. Anyway, Daxter will take this opportunity to check in on Faith. Now that the night has passed. How are you feeling, lass?
She hardly looks up, gives you like a cursory glance, goes back to writing in her little notebook. My head hurts.
Oh, that's either because of the stress or the liquor.
Wait, is Chris close enough to hear this? Slightly?
Yeah. It's
Okay,
a pretty quiet tavern right now.
I just yell in that direction. You get used to it.
She doesn't acknowledge that. But like as she's writing, she just kind of like pauses, stares intently at her notebook, then writes a little bit more.
Um.
No.
Once Chris's hands get warmed up, he moves to the tavern keeper and orders 1 ale.
The tavern keep is not currently awake enough to service you.
Ah,
Trying to get started
how
early.
else am I going to?
Oh, poor Chris.
Oh, don't you poor Chris me. You know I need this as much as anyone else. Especially what's happened yesterday.
You know, most people have a morning coffee or some tea or something. They don't usually start the day off with a glass of whiskey.
How else am I supposed to forget?
Sounds like you had some trouble yesterday.
You don't want to know. You
We
don't want to.
went on a bit of an adventure.
Adventure.
More
We nearly died.
more like like a request to find someone, find the whereabouts of someone. It ended pretty badly, I'd say.
But you are all very much alive by the looks of it, so you have become stronger.
Barely.
Dexter joins in. After like giving Faith some peace, Dexter just joins in. Lass is right. The fact that we're alive is the most important part. Especially since we are better off than some people. looks over at Chris.
Hey,
That is true.
I deal with my problems my way. Don't you criticize it.
Oh, but where's the fun in not doing that? Meaning not
Just shakes his
criticizing
head
you.
he just Chris just shakes his head and puts his head in the counter.
What are your plans for today then?
Sleep.
Sounds like to me you can use another hand.
Oh, you're willing?
Perfect. You could take my spot.
Chris.
No, she can't.
Chris.
We-
You're just gonna
See,
dip?
I have my skull.
You say that without even knowing my abilities.
Doesn't matter. They have 3 people now. I'm good. I can chill here now and just drink the day away. Perfect.
What happens when you're out of money, though?
I might go and see if I can find that one chest that one guard was talking about. Back at the other, what was it called? The White Lady Inn. He spoke of some hidden chest underneath the ice. If push comes to shove, I could just go find that. What could go wrong?
Sounds
You're-
like to me
you're-
you're in need of a change of pace.
Chris, I
Stop
worry
throwing
for
away
you.
your life.
Yeah.
You
As soon
just
as
hear from the corner of the room just a mumbled echo of throwing away your life. And then Faith starts writing a little more in her notebook.
Who says I'm throwing away my life? I have shit that I am dealing with, and this is how I choose to deal with it.
you choose,
You'll have a better solution.
you choose
I
to
hope
go
it is.
under the ice instead of joining us above the ice to do something.
I mean, the chances of me dying from that hag versus dying from the ice, I'll take the ice.
So, you haven't actually spent a whole lot of time beneath the ice, have you? Wouldn't blame you. Someone who spends most of their time cowering and blasting their comrades in the back. I wouldn't figure that you would spend a whole lot of time beneath the ice. Do not
was-
interrupt me.
That was an accident. I haven't used my spells since I came to this town 3 years ago.
Right, yes.
Panic.
And we saw firsthand what happens when you use them.
Yeah, because they misfired because I haven't used them. I
And
purposely
you-
try not to.
So, what makes you think finding the sunken myth at the bottom of the lake gives you better odds alone? And mind you, we don't know anyone has any idea what is living beneath that ice. It's been frozen for 3 years.
What's the worst that could be living underneath there?
You saw what's the worst that could be living underneath there.
As you're all arguing, Faith kind of like gets up from the corner and she's like starting to walk out of the tavern, like rubbing a little bit of sleep from her eyes, holding her head. And as you say, like, oh, what could be living underneath the ice? As she opens the door, she just turns and says, you know, they say there's a sea monster in Bremen. Or lake monster, I suppose. And then with that, she closes the door and leaves the tavern.
I mean, what are the chances of me waking that thing up?
Chris,
Your chances.
Chris, you really want to take the chance, though.
And also, just to mention, you literally woke the dead yesterday.
I did not wake the dead. The thing was already up. I just didn't notice it till it got too close.
I think
All
that's
I
what they
did
call
was
waking it up.
All I did was read one thing, and it woke up. I didn't do anything. That thing could have
You
easily
just-
woken up just by
You
walking
just
towards
said
it. Anyone
something
else.
that woke it up. So you woke it up.
I didn't say anything. I just read.
That was an action that woke it up. So you woke it up.
I need a nail.
He's like, I need a drink.
just
I
need
need
a
a drink
nail.
after all this.
See, there's no reason for me to go back there. I'd rather take my chances with the ice than take my chances with the hag and the monster I know is there.
Look, at least with the hag, we could fight as a group. If you go to the ice, you're alone.
You know what, Tob?
Won't change much.
You know what, Tob? It's perfectly fine. If he wants to go to the ice, let's take him to the ice.
I don't
Fine.
like where this is going.
Come on, Chris, let's go.
I would, if Tom is assisting me, I would like to lift Chris.
I will assist you. Do we have to make a strength check or something?
If he's resisting, you
Oh,
are
yes,
going
I
to have to make. Okay. You are all going to have to make contested athletics checks.
Athletics checks? Oh dear God.
Let's see.
Oh, that's a -1 for me.
Uh,
no.
One.
a 10.
Oh no!
Negative
In
one?
general, I have a -1.
I
Oh, I
rolled
got
a,
1.
I rolled a 10.
Oh, you...
I got a natural
Compared-
2 with a -1.
Yeah, Chris. Before you're really able to respond, Tobe on one arm and Daxter on the other both kind of like lift you up from your chair and start marching you out of the tavern.
What the hell? Unhand me!
What?
You said you wanted to go see the ice. We're going to see the ice.
You wanted to go?
First of all, I had no clue where this chest is. Although I'd rather find that than go there.
So we head out of the tavern anyways.
Mm-hmm.
And we take
You
him
head
to,
out of the tavern.
and we take him to the pier where there's a nice break in the ice.
All right. Keep in mind, because of the state of everything, the ice is out like several hundred yards into the lake. All of these piers are completely frozen over. The boats are just kind of like parked here, but fishermen carry them out to the water.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that works for us, doesn't it? It's just like
So out of character here, what are we doing with Chris?
out of character, we are going to threaten to throw him into the lake.
Sounds like fun. Let's go. So we'll make our way out to the lake then.
All right. You make your ways out a couple hundred yards out into the lake, trying not to slip on the ice as you're doing so, but there's a nice fine layer of snow kind of keeping you from falling in. And you get to the part where the ice starts to break up. And as you're doing so, you kind of see like ripples in the water, just kind of like very faintly off of these shimmering in the starlight.
All right, here we are. This would be the best place to start looking. As soon as the ice breaks, you can dive underneath and you can go look for your chest. All right, ready, Tob?
You-
arms back.
Are you ready, Chris?
Unhand me! I am not prepared for this. Unhand me!
Oh, well, if you say so.
Are you ready?
1,
2.
Can I cast Mirror of Illusions to trick them in some way before they toss me?
Just what?
Mirror of Illusions.
Minor illusion.
I can't spell sometimes, but Yeah.
Both of your hands are being restrained by the two of these guys, and I believe that there's a somatic component in there. Yes, somatic or material. you would be unable to use either of those in the
Ah.
state that you're in. If it was a verbal only spell, perhaps, but I don't think minor illusion is.
Voltesh is just standing here.
Watching.
Watching.
But I can't do anything.
This is nature.
Wait, is Sarsier watching?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's just chilling.
She's just chilling.
This is your last chance. You can still back out.
Want to go swimming?
I have nothing to lose, so why not?
You hear that, Daxter? And we let
I
go,
have-
or we like toss him in.
Throw him in.
We throw him in.
Just toss him in.
Okay, you go and you toss Chris into the water. As you hit the water,
Just did.
yep, he just dried his clothes. Chris, as you hit the water, can I have you make a Constitution check for me?
Constitution. $17.
Okay. The icy blast of water wakes you up, but you do manage to kind of like stabilize yourself in the water. Now you're treading in the water. What do you want to do? It is horribly freezing.
How is it out
I
there,
just-
Chris?
Fuck you, you bastard. All I can do is just try to swim back to shore, since
I don't think we threw you that far. I have -1
They just
strength.
dropped you in the
Yeah,
water.
yeah.
You are
That
literally
is-
just...
There's no
Not
swimming.
inches
You can
from
just
the
step
ice.
out. You can-
I'm just going to try and climb back up.
As a sign to try to help alleviate the tension, Voltesh helps him up.
All right.
Thank you.
No check. Boltesh goes over, gives you an arm, and she pulls you out of the water. It is dangerously close. You cannot spend any time outside, or you will start freezing to death.
Now that you boys have had your fun, we need to dry him off again.
Yeah, that's fair. Let's get him back to the wet trout.
Hopefully he learned his lesson.
Mm-hmm. I don't see you having enough time to
Not a good
dive.
idea.
I don't see you having enough time to dive around for buried, sunken treasure. So,
You don't know that. I could if I wanted to. I
Chris,
don't want to right now.
Chris, don't
Well,
lie. Don't,
you don't care if you die or not.
Chris, don't lie to yourself. And we'll start carrying him over to the wet trout.
Mm-hmm.
I just carried everywhere against my will now.
Well, and as you guys are going to do that, you make your way through like the alleyways between the different buildings, getting back over to the wet trout. Can I have everybody make a perception check for me?
Me switch tabs. Perception. Where is that? Right there.
6.
23.
23.
Uh, 14.
14.
Oh wait, am I supposed to be writing this in Oh no, I'm not. No one else is. Okay.
So?
I wasn't sure if we were supposed to be writing this in Discord.
No, I could just look at the game log.
Okay.
The only thing that I ask for in Discord is initiative.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah. Tobe, you're the only one that notices this. As you guys are going through the alleyways, making your way back to the wet trout, you notice a small, like, 10 to 11-year-old boy kind of like dart past, and as they're running by, they just like dip their hand into Chris's pocket, and they take something and they start running.
Oi, Chris, you just got pickpocketed. After him.
You bastard. I just... Would Todd be able to point out the person out to me so I can run and chase him down?
I assume I still have eyes on him. I don't assume he's that fast.
As you see him, you only see him for a second or two as he ducks behind one of the buildings.
Okay.
But you can't see which direction he went. He just turned to the right from where you guys are.
Okay. So I'll be like, Chris, follow me. I think I saw where he went.
Can I do a check to see if I figure out real fast what he stole from me?
You can just check your belongings. You go through and you find that your coin purse is missing.
Oh, fucking bastard. I just bolt. I am running faster than anyone else.
I'm like,
I
wait.
am just bolting.
Tom's like,
You took all of your money.
Tom's like, wait. This is a good excuse for him to come with us.
No, I am just bolting. I'm going exactly to where Tom told me he was.
Yeah, he's gonna freeze to death.
Ugh. Chris. And we're gonna follow.
He's your mate.
We're-
He's your mate.
We're gonna follow after him. I'm gonna follow after him. Daxter and Boltesh can do wherever they want.
All right. So Chris and Tobe are both dashing after this child.
I'm dashing after Chris at this point.
Oh, okay. But yeah, you go and you turn around the corner and this kid is running, but you are faster. You are larger. You've got longer legs. You're able to quickly apprehend him after a couple minutes. It's just like a long alleyway. He doesn't really get very far. And you just like you catch up to him. What do you do? He's got like your whole coin purse on him, and he's turning, and his eyes are like wide and scared.
I pin him to the ground.
I will hold back Chris, and
Bastard, you stole my cash.
I will hold.
As soon
I
as
will
you,
hold back Chris because
mhm.
I want to like
Literally,
question why the kid did
hurt
this.
him. I just pin him to the ground
yeah.
so he can't move.
But the moment that you put your hands on the boy and bring him to the ground, he immediately starts loudly screaming and crying for the guards.
Chris,
Like, kid,
we need to go now. Your coin purse is not more important. You are going to get arrested.
not if I yell at the guards. Yelling he's a pickpocket. I have proof. I've written my name in my purse.
You or an 11-year-old kid.
But that's 27 gold.
We have the chance to get more.
It's still screaming for the guards as you're doing this.
Fine, I toss the kid to the side. And I just dead on look at the kid. Actually, no. I'll use message
Uh-huh.
just to speak to the kid. And he said,
Okay.
if I ever catch you anywhere close to me, ever again, if I see your face again, there is nothing I won't do to you.
The kid just keeps running as he's still got your coin purse, running down the alleyway. He turns and sticks his tongue out at you. And as he turns back around, a couple guards kind of like come around the alleyway, runs right into them.
I'm long gone.
He turns back around.
I am long gone.
Then he turns back to the guards. Hey, guard, this man just attacked me. The guards look over at you, Chris. Mind explaining why you're attacking children?
I'm attacking a pickpocket. If you check him, you'll see my purse.
The guard turns down at the boy. Give him his money back. No, it's my money. He can't have it. One of the guards looks over at you. Look, we can't really hold him. You do realize that pickpocketing is legal in East Haven, right?
Yes, but still.
Have you seen all of the signs around? Watch thy pockets? Someone wasn't watching his pockets.
Because I was getting carried away by my friends, who tossed me in the water.
Okay, well, we can see that you're soaking wet, but that does not excuse attacking a child. And they turn back to the kid. Now look, boy, if you want to give the money back, you know, it would be easier for everyone involved.
Yeah, I'll make an offer to the kid. I'll let him keep half.
So Chris does have a heart.
Kid smiles. Thank you, sir.
I just need some coin for drinks. That's all I care about.
He gives you 14 gold, and then keeps the rest of it. And as he's leaving, the guards have already long gone, left at this point. They're not paid enough for this. They don't care. He wasn't breaking the law. But, you know, he just says to you, you know, things have been really tough ever since my pa lost his job, so just been trying to make ends meet.
I get that. I've done similar things. But still, always don't just go picking up any random person. You never know who. My point back.
But that's why all the signs are around. Watch thy pockets. East Haven. You know, this was a pirate's town for the longest time.
Yeah, at the same time, if you steal from someone who doesn't care about the law, they'll do more than just pin you down like I did.
Yeah, and they'll be burned at the stake, just like that wizard. People aren't going to do that unless they're crazy.
Trust me, there are crazy people.
Like me.
Okay, and he just kind of like slinks around a corner and disappears.
I am like watching from like around a corner.
And Chris, as you've spent a moderate amount of time still in soaking clothing, can I have you make another Constitution check?
Sure. Oh fuck, that one.
You are starting to freeze to death. You now have a level of exhaustion.
Oh fuck.
I will yell for Daxter. Dexter, you gotta get him.
Has he learned his lesson yet?
I think so. I think he's starting to feel.
I just collapse on the ground.
Okay, yes, we need to get him there. Quick. Come on, help me pick him up.
Walks around the corner and just walks in.
Early onset hypothermia.
Chris is on the ground in like the Family Guy death pose.
Oh no.
Come on,
Come on,
you're
don't
fine.
carry again.
Just pick him up.
Just pick him up, yeah.
Fully knocked out at this point.
I don't think we need to make a check because he's not resisting.
If he's not resisting,
I mean, I can't
him
if
up
I'm
and carry
knocked
him.
out.
Yeah.
You're not knocked out. You are just exhausted. You are starting to lose control of your body as you are just like shivering.
Okay, we're gonna rush over to the wet trout.
All right.
Not too fast. You don't want the wind hitting him.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, you make your way back over to the wet trout. It's probably like an hour later at this point. See a couple patrons, mostly a couple guards that are on duty, but this is like part of their patrol route. And just like a couple other travelers, but not a ton of people. The barkeep's finally up, serving a couple people. Fire is warm and roaring, and you go and get Chris out of his furs and then drop him in front of the fire.
Okay.
Not so delicately.
No, we just drop him.
It's just like, oh, he's out of danger. That's enough of that.
You hear a thud as he just like hits the ground.
Naimitra looks over, the barkeep. She yells over, "Are you gonna make this a habit of falling into the lake?"
Blame these two. She-
They
He's
shoved
the
me
one
in
who
there.
He said he wanted to go below the ice. We helped him.
He wanted to go look for sunken treasure instead of doing something helpful.
Why is it my job?
Oh, you're finally awake.
Were you listening to Ronaldo's old tales again over at the White Lady?
Maybe.
Maybe.
See, and that's why the Wet Trout is the respected drinking establishment in this town and not the White Lady. That old Ronaldo, he just sends so many people out on wild goose chases. Well, did you find your treasure? Of course you didn't.
He died.
No, because I pulled him out immediately.
He found the treasure called his life.
Oh, stop being melodramatic. You can swim for a few hours out there.
My
So
treasure.
the cold starts seizing up your muscles and starts sinking beneath the waves.
The treasure of
And
my
nature
life.
takes you.
That ain't no treasure.
Oh, we've got the annual polar bear plunge. People do it.
I know that.
For a reward?
Didn't Heavyset Tommy try that?
Have you said Tommy won that year?
Yeah.
Keeps himself insulated.
Good lad.
I need a beer. Well, ale.
You got a silver?
Of course I have a silver. Almost didn't. But of course I have a silver.
Almost did.
Almost did.
Could have just like not said anything and be like, "Oh, well, here's a reason for him to go on an adventure with us."
He didn't mind the
At the
signs.
mention, yes, I was gonna say at the mention of almost didn't. Her eyes dart over to the "Watch Thy Pouch" sign in the common room.
Yeah. For reference, you don't. It's like obviously you don't see Dexter's coin purse. He doesn't tell anybody where he is.
I don't keep
This is
mine.
why I do not like this town.
I don't show my coin purse either. I just grab out of my pocket.
With your silken clothing, they could see little coin pouch bulge in your.
Yeah, it just bulges out of the pants,
Not in the pants,
or well, the
in the coat.
coat. Yeah, the pocket is what I meant to say.
Mm-hmm.
So I can blame this on those two.
Yeah.
No, it was your idea. You were going to do it anyway.
We just helped you.
The blame is your lack of perception.
You were gonna do it anyways. We just helped you.
Yeah, I was going to do it without you guys. I don't need your
Right.
guys' help.
And
Okay.
besides, throwing a man into the lake. Now we have to wait for him to
Warm up. Yeah.
warm up, and then what are we going to do?
Dexter, are you considering going to get rid of the hag, or what are you planning to do? 'Cause I'm down for whatever.
Well, we were asked to do it.
Correction.
Jude, fill
You
me
two.
in on what you were asked to do. And you're going to be taken with,
Why?
because I said so.
Fine. You know what? I'll do it because you saved me.
Wow, it was that easy?
Wow.
You act-
Who would have thought? I mean, seeing how I saved you yesterday.
To be fair, you've been more of a dick to me than not.
Enough.
I mean, I could have
bickering.
left you in a cave.
Enough.
I
bickering.
might. I'm
Fill
feeling
me
like
in on
another
the
thunder
situation.
wave is coming on.
You want to be kicked out of the tavern?
There are the two guards that are like here on patrol are watching intently this situation at this point.
Okay, guys.
So-
Let's
hit besides the end of their quarterstaff into the ground. Shut up and tell me the situation.
we were tasked with defeating a hag. It also has a water familiar that it can command.
As long as you break the ice.
We were tasked with defeating them.
Okay.
Pro tip: don't eat the stew.
For any reason?
I don't want to get into it. I just ask for another.
Chris, only you would accept a random stew from a stranger you met in a cave.
Yeah, because I believe in kindness.
Oh, so, when there are people missing, you didn't think to put, 2 and 2 together?
I'm not an everyday adventurer. I'm only here because I have to be. I only came to this town in the first place to escape people wanting... well, things.
We
Anyway,
all have our own reasons for living.
Okay, well, it's set.
You have been tasked with something, and you shall finish it.
I guess we are going to defeat the hag. Then.
At this point, the guards kind of like settle back down, considering the situation properly diffused, go back to chatting with each other.
I can see the guards just like, oh, there's a fight brewing. Time to arrest someone. Fight is diffused.
Must have been the wind.
Finally, some action. That was
did
immediately
someone steal your
diffused
sweet wolf?
by a tall dragon lady.
Does one of the guards have an arrow in his knee?
No.
I used to
Oh.
be a future.
Ooh.
He used to.
Ooh.
Okay.
Leave him alone. He's got a wife.
God, I love Skyrim. Okay. I'm gonna start heading out. I don't know if anyone else.
How long does it take for him to not?
Am
I
I dry yet? That's the question.
Yeah.
It would take a couple hours to dry, but yeah, you can. If you take the time to go and dry yourself off, do any of you want to roll a... This is going to be a weird one. A charisma-based perception check.
how?
Base perception.
In order to see if you hear any rumors in the tavern.
How do I do that though?
So what you're going to do, you are going to see your charisma modifier. You're going to roll that, plus if you have any proficiency in charisma, you will add that to it.
Any proficiency in charisma?
No, proficiency in perception. Sorry.
Oh, I do. Let's see.
So what is this?
Proficiency, it's a charisma-based perception.
11 plus my perception, which is 6, so 17.
No, so that would be based on the other stat. So proficiency gives you a +2 on top of what you're rolling. So like that bonus that's next to the proficiency modifier on each of those stats, that adds in both the base one and the +2. So like for
Wait.
example, I'm looking at Chris's stat block. He has if you look at his investigation, which is intelligence based, it's +3, but because he has proficiency in history, which is also intelligence, it's +5 because he has the +2 from proficiency bonus. So you would have a +3 if you have proficiency
A plus
in
+3 if I have a
perception. You would
So,
have +3 in perception. That's charisma based.
okay. Then it would be 14, I guess.
14.
How am I rolling? How are we
Like-
rolling this?
roll charisma, and if you have any modifier on perception, add a +2.
Nope. So, I got 11.
11.
So
So my perception is +6, but I just add a +2 instead, or is it +3 for charisma?
It's a +3 because you have a +1 in your charisma, and then you have a +2 from the proficiency.
Okay, I see.
I would have a 17.
A 17. All right.
Would that be 15?
Do you have proficiency in perception?
No.
Then it's a 12.
That's just 12.
Yep. Okay. Daxter, you are able to overhear a rumor from one of the guards. You kind of overhear some of the guards talking about the goings on in Bryn Shander. They're saying that some dwarf blacksmiths in Bryn Shander apparently lost a shipment of iron, and they will pay good money to anyone who can find that shipment for them. They're kind of like goofing off. One of them says something to the effect of like, "Oh, you know, the dwarves over in Bryn Shander heard the cart went missing. How about you and me on our day off? We go over to Bryn Shander and we go looking for that cart." Kind of like tongue in cheek. They're not actually going.
Yeah, it's just like, good money.
Mm-hmm.
Money.
I'm guessing Chris does not know this.
No, I think
No,
only
it would be
Daxter
like-
would have heard it.
Yeah,
I don't think
Daxter would have been like carousing with some of the customers, and that's how he ended up overhearing the conversation, which is why it's charisma based.
Okay.
It is a social interaction.
All right. Now, and then. So here, I'll do this for him. I'll go over to Chris while he's drying off, and I'll level with him. I'll kneel down while he's warming up by the fire. Now, don't make a scene, but you are absolutely. It's just this is kind of quiet, so like can't really like unless you're actively trying to listen to us, you're not really going to be able to overhear it.
Okay.
You had a rough time. Do you really? You absolutely do not want to go back into that cave anytime soon.
I just use my message spell. This way no one can hear what I say. I just do it that, so I'm just like... I don't think I have a choice. Number one, I need coin, and number two... halfway kinda want to get back at that bitch. I don't want to, but I don't really have a choice. And plus, with this thief, I only have half as much coin that I used to. That's all I can which say to Daxter.
You want to... Here, let me give you an option then. Do you want to do something a little easier to try to ease yourself into it?
Sure. What do you have in mind?
Finish drying off. I'll explain later.
Okay.
Cobb is like leaning against the against the wall near the entrance of the tavern. He came back in after leaving because he realized no one was walking with him.
And
Voltage is just waiting for him to dry.
yeah, and when he dries off, then to keeping it in the circle, like as I explained it, the way like how I explained it to you guys, this is something an easier job first to get him used again to his techniques, is how I'll say it, in order to keep people from batting an eye. Because, recent history dictates mages aren't looked on too fondly. So if I just throw that out there, people are gonna give him the side eye. So I called it techniques. So, and I explain about the Dwarven shipment, and we can do that so he can get his bearings, and then we will tackle the hag, because he is not mentally prepared for it.
Okay. Are you explaining this to everyone, or are you explaining this just to Chris?
I
Okay.
explained it to everyone.
Sounds good to me.
I'll take that. After pretty much 4 years of not using my spells, kinda need to get used to it.
It was explained this way is because it's the best course of action, because he is not mentally or physically prepared, and I don't want to get blasted in the back again.
Neither do I.
Oh yeah, the person doesn't doesn't know that I nearly killed the two.
I imagine like when that thunderwave hit, just fucking ragdolled over the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Well, based on the previous conversation they had, she can guess.
Mm-hmm.
And
Can't necessarily get the specifics, but she understands. Things didn't go well.
And based on how you guys have been interacting around her.
Yeah.
That's why she was just hard-nosed, tell everybody to shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and try to be civil.
Yeah, I mean, admittedly, man shot us in the back literally the day before.
I was right beside him.
Not intentionally.
So this is the compromise. This is literally the compromise.
And again, you guys they don't know Voltish's capabilities.
Yeah, and this solves that as well. We can see that, and now we can get a feel for that before anything happens. Be prepared before we go take on what we're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
I just think Dexter.
Now don't go saying I never did nothing nice for you.
Very fair. Now try not to.
Immediately an
Act
hour
like
after
Julia guys
throwing him into it.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna wait for him to cool off or to warm up.
That was
Cool off.
Cool off. Yeah, he's gonna cool off. We're gonna go put him in the lake again.
I intentionally waited until he dried off, and then we had this conversation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not up to pace. Okay.
He's nice and dried off, warmed up. Still until his next long rest, he still has like a level of exhaustion, just from the lingering chill in his bones that he'll have to sleep off.
You're welcome.
No, I mean he's the one who chased after the pickpocket, knowing full well that the law the law allows pickpocketing.
Yeah.
That doesn't.
He didn't have to be exhausted.
It doesn't matter to me. All I wanted was my coin back.
Okay, so do we need to like find clues of where this thing is?
Well, we have a look. We have a location
Okay.
of where it went missing, so we can start there.
Okay.
Okay.
I assume Daxter knows the
Voltage was
location,
just-
so I'll follow Daxter.
Yeah, Voltage was just informed of the situation, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, my short-term memory, it's like, yes, remember this name of this town. Remember the name of the town. Remember the name of the town. I forgot.
It is in Bryn Shander, which is the largest city in the 10 towns. Well, not really city. It's the largest town.
Largest town.
Can't really call it a city. That is being generous.
Population isn't high enough.
No.
City in the 10 town.
Population, what did I say? 2,000 in the document? Not a ton of people.
It's enough.
Okay, so I guess
Still bigger than East Haven.
I'll follow Daxter, as I'm assuming Daxter leads us.
Mm-hmm. From East Haven, a trip to Bryn Shander is going to be 7.5 hours by foot.
Okay.
Let's go.
So, because basically, you're going to make it there, and then you're going to have to take a rest.
Road trip.
Let's go.
Road trip.
Voltage is no stranger to long journeys.
Okay.
Being
Do they have a tavern?
former gnome.
Chris, it's the biggest city. It's the biggest town in the 10 towns. Yes, they'll have a tavern.
That's all I care about.
Okay.
No, you guys just making your way there on foot.
Yeah. I mean,
All right.
oh,
I don't
well,
actually have
actu-
a map of the 10 towns. Give me a
actually,
second.
there are. Before we do anything, there are stables. Would we be able to buy a horse or something? Or will we be able to buy the?
The dog sled. You
You
try to
speed the process.
You could
Buy a
either,
ride.
You could rent a dog sled from the stables. There's like a network of stables where you can like drop off the dogs at the next town. Or if you have the coin to do it, which I don't think you guys do, you could buy axe beaks, which are basically chocobos.
Ooh.
I'm saving for my chocobo.
Yeah, I'm gonna say for a chocobo too.
How much are they?
I'm gonna get a yellow one.
Axe beaks. Off the top of my head, I want to say they are like 50 gold.
That's
Okay.
not bad.
For my drinking, I would have had enough.
But yeah, a dog sled or an axe beak will both double your or have your time to get anywhere.
How much are the dog sleds?
I'm looking that up right now. Okay, so if you were to rent a sled, it would be 10 gold from one town to the next. You could also buy a sled for 20 gold, and you could buy a dog for 50 gold. And each dog can pull up to 360 pounds.
So it could fit all four of us. And can all four of us fit in the sled?
No.
No.
No, one dog would not be able to carry all of you just as people, regardless. But you would also need dogs to carry your equipment too.
Okay. And how many?
I'm just gonna say this.
Also,
Voltage,
keep in mind,
with what she's carrying is over 300 pounds.
Okay, so let's just walk by foot.
Yeah, for a little bit more context, an empty sled without anything else on it weighs 300 pounds. So you can have a sled with 60 pounds of equipment if you get a dog.
Okay.
So you would need a team of dogs. And axe beaks are 50 gold each, and they would be able to carry you and all of your equipment, but nothing that you're not carrying.
Okay.
Although you could also saddle up an axe beak with up to 100 pounds in, like, bags if you were to use one as a beast of burden.
Okay.
Not carrying people.
Well, I think we're gonna walk anyways.
There's no,
For now.
Yeah.
there's no fucking way a dog is gonna. One dog is gonna.
A singular dog carries the whole party plus all of their equipment.
Yeah.
It'd have to be a pretty
No
beefy dog.
fucking way.
It's a powerhouse dog.
Crypto?
Crypto the super dog.
Voltish is a big woman. So,
Big lady.
yeah, we're walking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're gonna walk.
All right, so you guys go onto the east way, which is like the one paved road in all of 10 towns. And, start making your way onto the road. As you start your journey, starts getting a little twilight out. Able to enjoy the closest thing to sunlight that the 10 towns ever gets. And that quickly rises. It's light for about 4 hours, and then the light begins to dim. As the light begins to dim, you all hear out in the distance a pack of wolves howling.
I will.
That's not good.
I will get ready my daggers. I will ready my daggers, both of them.
It is out in the distance. There are no wolves near you. but you
I
can
am still
see-
gonna be on guard.
Mhm. You guys continue walking. And over the next half hour, you can like hear the wolves howling, and they seem to get like closer and closer for the first like 20 minutes, and then suddenly distant howls, and then nothing. Followed by a strange, ghostly blue light out on the horizon. And then with
Okay.
that, starting from the northwest horizon, you start to see an aurora start to spread out across Icewind Dale, lighting up the snow in a faint green light.
Ain't that beautiful?
For once, I agree with Chris.
They're scaring the stars.
And the aurora kind of stays with you up until the point that you make it to the walls of Bryn Shander.
Ooh, baby. That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about.
Look, see? The big bad wolves are going to get you.
Oh, yeah, I put away my daggers, by the way, before I enter the town.
And as you guys start making your way over to the east gate of this walled town, all of the walls are made of these thick timbers that
Okay.
are kind of like lashed together, and then there's these wooden guard towers that come up at intervals, including the way that you're coming from, that have these thick wooden walls, or thick wooden doors that are currently shut. You see some lanterns
I assume
hanging in the
right here?
walls. Yep.
Okay.
These walls right here. But the doors are closed, and you can see there's a couple guards up in the towers
Okay.
as you're approaching.
Who joined the party?
Hmm?
Said someone joined the party.
Hmm?
Who's
I don't know.
Raksha? That's weird. Someone just joined our party on Owlbear Rodeo and then left.
Oh, that was me. It opened up in a second tab, but that closed.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that.
Go over here.
So we make our way up to the gate then.
All right. As you get around like 20 feet from the gate and you start getting illuminated by the lanterns, you hear coming from the tower about 30 feet up. Halt! State your business, travelers.
Okay. Daxter.
Traveling.
We come from East Haven. We heard some stories of some missing cargo, and we came to assist. But can we please discuss this inside? We just walked for 7 hours.
You came here from East Haven on foot? Are you mad?
Just a little
Or
bit.
like,
Just a little.
coin isn't very plentiful here. You know how it's been.
Bolter just making herself child's play.
The guard kind of like ducks behind the balcony, and you just hear a muffled like, "All right, open the gate. We've got some crazy travelers from East Haven. They just walked here."
You walked?
Then you start hearing the clink, clink, clink of huge chains pulling back these doors, and the doors swing slowly inwards.
Let's go.
If they have such big gates, what are they protecting themselves from?
Not
You-
the environment.
It's like Daxter looking at Chris. You don't want to know. Keeps walking.
I just ignore Chris. So, I guess now we're like right around here.
Yep.
Okay.
And you come in, make your way out into the streets of East Haven, or not East Haven, Bryn Shander. You see most of the buildings here are all residential, and they've all got their lights out. One of them, though, appears to be an inn, the Gelden Stag's Rest, and it's like right on the main road of the Eastway.
Well, we know where Chris is going first.
I think we're
Yep.
all going there.
I'm always
You,
going there.
you all seem like you all need the rest.
Oh,
I meant he was going for the drinks.
It's just like I've spent days on sea. A few hours walking ain't nothing.
I'm fine. I just need some booze.
Okay, so we're gonna head into the inn.
All right.
He's fine, as he says, as he's actually the only one.
Yeah,
who's
no.
It's been like 7 hours, and Chris is like having like a withdrawal.
You guys are also all very tired from your trip. Make your way into the inn and immediately start like relaxing, settling down at the tables, letting the aches from your travels start to flow away.
As a courtesy, I confirm with the tavern owner. Is there any rules about kicking feet up?
As you come in, the tavern keep is at first absent, but there's like a little tinkling of a bell above you as you come in, and within minutes, this Iluskin human woman comes in, probably like early 30s. She's got these small glasses, this wavy black hair. She runs up. Oh, hi. How are you all doing tonight? Notably, the tavern is mostly empty, with the exception of like a couple travelers who are all kind of keeping to themselves. I'm Myrtle. How can I help you?
We need we need a room for the night. Can we oh can we get a room for the night?
A room for the night? Yeah, sure, I can get one ready for you. That will be... And she opens a large book. She starts looking through it. That'll be 5 gold for the night.
Okay. Here you go. And I toss 5 gold coins to her.
We can all pitch in on this.
Well, I'm already deducing it, so it's fine.
She takes the 5 gold, and as she's taking the gold, she makes eye contact. So what are you guys doing here? Y'all look like travelers.
I just need ale.
You just need ale? That'll be 5 silver?
5 silver. How much is silver compared to gold?
It is 10 silver to a gold.
10 silver. Yeah, I get the silver.
She gives you a foaming mug of ale. She plops down. She repeats, so what are y'all doing here?
Motion to Daxter.
We're resting for now. Do you have rules against kicking feet up?
Nope, as long as you're quiet.
At that, he literally just kicks his feet up. He just.
All right, let me go and get your room ready, but before that, while I'm doing that, tell me all about what you've been up to.
Walking.
Where are you from? Walking? Where'd you
For
come
7
from?
hours. We walked from East Haven.
You walked from East. That's so far.
Why
How'd you
need the
manage to
ale?
get here in a day? Can't imagine doing that without a dog sled.
It remind me of my youth. Before I settled down.
I was on the track team.
About a decade ago.
Chris
used to
was
be
on
a
the track team.
A nomad? Oh, like one of those ragged nomads out in the wilderness. Go around, they hunt elk and stuff. Isn't that
Yeah.
fun?
It was my early life.
You get bored of it? I would love to see the world like that, just be able to travel around, go to the different towns. I'm from Luskin, but I came up to Brinchander when I was just a little girl.
I just needed a change of pace.
Oh, I
And
understand
I
that.
settled down for about 10 years, and then I needed another change of pace.
10 years? That's about as long as I've owned this Geldenstag's Rest here. It's been crazy the last couple years. It's been hard to make ends meet, but I'm glad that y'all stopped in. So what's your next plan? What are you guys doing? And she's like, kind of like leaning on her elbows, like hands rested in, or like head rested in her hands, like fawning over you guys, trying to get you to talk about what it's like being an adventurer. Not the talkative types, huh?
I was like, is anyone else gonna talk, or like, do I have to talk?
Which is
She wants you to
I-
talk.
We'll be...
I've divulged enough. I must rest now.
We heard a rumor of a shipment being missing.
A shipment being missing. Wow. Y'all going out into the wilderness looking for it?
Yep. That's why I came here. We need the gold.
Yeah, well, since we're sharing, have you heard anything of something that's like that?
I don't know. I know the black iron blades out in the market square. They're the blacksmith here. I know that they were looking for a shipment of iron, but I don't know if it ever arrived. they don't talk to me much. I don't really get out of my tavern all that much, and not a lot of people come here. I don't know why.
What? You're such a ray of sunshine. Who would miss out on this?
With a fine lady like you, I don't see why you don't get more people.
Oh, well, thank you.
Tob's just gonna head up to the room.
She just kind of like places out 4 golden keys on the table.
I'll swipe them up and
Grab.
head up to the room.
Swipe them all.
Yeah, no room for you guys.
That's one for everyone.
I'll toss the keys. I'll toss the. I'll toss the remaining keys over to
As you guys head up to bed, she like lifts up her skirt a little, runs up towards the stairs, and she starts waving up. Have a nice sleep, y'all.
Thanks.
I'll talk to you in the morning.
Looking forward to it.
I'll head up. It's the room is tiny, but it's not. It's well taken care of. It's a little simple, but it's nice. It's a nice place to rest your head. And I know the accent it kind of stayed. Oh no. But yeah, it's a nice place to take a rest, get through the night, and rest off your travels. You wake up the next morning to the smell of bacon in the air.
Oh, I love that smell. I just walked down going to the main tavern area.
There's a couple quiet travelers eating a meal of some fresh bacon and eggs and what looks to be some sort of porridge.
I shall join them. Well, not join them, but go eat. I shall go eat.
Oh,
Join the
you want some fresh made food? It's only 4 copper.
Yes, please.
Sure.
Thank you.
All right, well, here we go. We've got some farm fresh quail eggs, and we've got some bacon, and we've got this here. This here was the last shipment of grain that we got from Luskin before the pass shut down. But I have a bunch of it, and it's gonna last enough, I hope. Anyway, so what's your plans for today?
We're gonna go looking for that. Any clues about the whereabouts of that ship?
Help you finish your statement there.
I said shipment. I just. My bad.
Yeah, but we're looking for the ship. Yes, totally.
The ship.
We're looking for the shipment.
Well, I know. Place to start would probably be Black Iron Blades. They'd be the ones that are likely buying the iron. I don't know much about that. Again, I don't really get out of Geldenstag's Rest very often. I've got a tavern to run. No one else is here to help me. Oh, I don't know. My fiance left a few weeks after the Rime started. Never saw him again.
That's a shame. I thought you've been doing pretty good holding this place up by yourself.
Oh, I hope so.
I mean, for once, you're still in business.
Yeah, but I don't know for how much longer. You know, ever since they started sacrificing people, it's been, I've been losing traffic. Speaking of, have you heard the rumors?
What rumors?
People are saying they're seeing her. Oh, that didn't pick up. She whispers, "The Frostmaiden."
Oh, fun.
Saying people go out traveling between the cities and they see her. Just walking around. What's she doing?
Interesting. You know whereabouts the last sightings were?
Last sightings, That's a tough one. Wasn't it East Haven? I don't know. I've heard stories from travelers coming from Tourmaline, coming from Bremen. Actually, I heard a guard say that he saw one on his patrols around Brinchander. Right here. Oh, if I could have only seen her, that would have been so awesome. I don't get to do exciting stuff like that.
Voltesh just has a concerning look on her face.
Interesting.
Look,
Thank
I
you.
know she's scary, but like, seeing a god in the flesh? That's gotta be a life-changing experience, right?
Yeah,
I nod.
might also be the last time you're alive.
Oh, rumors are circulating around, so people clearly live, don't they?
The
Well,
ones who did, yeah.
It is one thing for certain. Dead men tell no tales.
Exactly.
See, and that's how I know if you see her, it's gotta be safe, because people are talking about it.
Well, thank you for the information.
Well, they ran that up.
And tell you what, keep your spirits high about your fine establishment here. As long as you keep the beds warm and the food good, I'm sure you'll have plenty of travelers coming by.
I have plan coming back whenever I'm done.
Chris will definitely be back. You could count on it.
Travelers like you normally go over to the Northlook. But if you ever come back to Geldenstag's Rest, please let me know what you're up to. Tell me all about your adventures. I would love to hear.
I'll be glad to tell.
Will do.
All right. Good luck finding all that iron, y'all. Thanks for stopping by.
Okay. I'll say goodbye, and then I guess we're heading over to the Black Iron Blades.
All right. Getting to head out back into the gloomy morning.
Oh, hey, since we rested, I don't have a level of exhaustion anymore.
Yep.
Yeah.
Feeling nice and warmed up just in time to go back out into the bitter cold.
Chris,
Although-
you feel like diving again?
Thanks to all the buildings and the massive border wall around Bryn Shander on the top of this hill, the wind chill is noticeably much less harsh than out on the Eastway or even in East Haven. It might not actually be warmer, but it feels warmer here.
I guess those walls are useful for more than just defending.
You
That's
guys,
another way of defending the cold.
Very fair.
Okay. So, I guess we're all heading to the Black Iron Blades then.
yep, headed to the market square. And as you are heading to the market square, you see more than in East Haven. You see several guards slowly patrolling Bryn Shander in their thick furs. The tell that they are guards, they kind of have long swords, kind of like hanging from their belts. Long swords.
Well, at least these guys are doing the job.
Sephiroth!
They had like one hand on their blade, the other hand they're holding up lanterns, just like looking around. They kind of nod at you as you're walking by, but don't really acknowledge you much beyond that. And as you're making your way to the market square, you can see posted on each corner of the market square is a troop of like 3 guards, one of whom is always holding a lantern. They're all just kind of talking to each other. One group is a guy playing a harmonica. They're clearly bored. And there's not really too much going on in the market square. You see there's a small like fish stand that has a bunch of frozen fish out on a stall. It's like an elderly woman hunched over it. You see there's like a little wagon that appears to be full of all sorts of goods that's being run by a woman who you kind of see like protruding from her hood like a couple small horns. And then you see black iron blades, the brightest thing in this whole square. It has a glowing forge, and you see several dwarves in the front of the establishment arguing with another person that's like standing at the door of black iron blades.
Okay.
You said they're arguing.
Mhm.
Yep.
Could I try and listen in?
Or you could just ask.
Yeah, I'm just
Listening in is easier.
anyway. So I'm not gonna let him get that chance.
Anyways, I said no.
Pardon us. We wouldn't be interrupting anything now, would we?
You see is like the 3 stocky figures bundled in their cold weather garb, kind of like stumble around. They've got like snowshoes on. They kind of look a little goofy in the way that they're walking because of these snowshoes.
Waddling.
See 2 of them kind of have like thick beards hanging out of their hoods. They have all got these big pickaxes hanging from their belts. One of them holds up a gloved hand to you through a thick, raspy voice. Says, "Hi, well met. I'm Runa. These are my friends, Korux and Storn. And, well, you caught us in a little bit of a pickle."
I figure it probably has something to do with the missing iron.
You heard about that? We were arguing with the shopkeep over here at Black Iron Blades. They said they can't even send us a search party. They're the ones that are supposed to be receiving the shipment. Bah. How are we going to pay for the funerals? We're the survivor of a group that was supposed to be, delivering this sled of iron here to Bryn Shander, here to the Black Iron Blades, in fact. But on the way here, a group of Yetis came up, and they attacked us. Oh, several of us. They didn't make it, but point is, we had to abandon the iron and had to waddle our ways over here. Stay out of the cold, stay alive. And, well, Trevor and Dubak get torn apart by those Yetis. And these buffoons at Black Iron Blades, they won't even give us part of the shipment, even though I told them damn well where that iron is. But we can't go back there. It's horrifying.
And where would that iron be?
Up northeast, several miles. Don't know exactly how long we marched, but it is between here and the mountain, Kelvin's Cairn. Listen, I don't mean to be rude, but if you want to make it up there in one piece, you probably either want dogs or you want some snowshoes or something. It's gonna be too slow trudging through the snow like that. There's no paved road out there. But listen, if you go and you find that iron for us and you can bring it back to Black Iron Blades, we can offer you each a gemstone. She holds up a bag and pulls out these 3 like fist-sized bloodstones. These are each worth 50 gold, if you know the right buyer. You also would have a friend in the dwarves of Clan Battlehammer.
Sounds good.
But that does sound like a good idea. Now, but Chris, do you want to go out into the snow, find some iron, maybe encounter a couple of yetis, or we could go back to East Haven?
For another 7 hours.
This is your option, Chris. What do you want to do? We can go back. You know.
And it just like leans in, so not to spook the dwarves we were just speaking to.
You know. Hag. Yetis.
Hag? Hag and Waterweird. Hag and Waterweird or Yetis?
One of them, you can see, like, one of them just kind of, like, staring out, into the sky, while another one's just kind of, like, watching you. And the one that's watching you, is, like, intently listening, and then he kind of, nudges, Haruna and whispers something in her ear. Well, you know, where we were probably being stalked by the Yetis from Kelvin's care, but they live up in the mountains. They shouldn't be much of a threat. Wherever we ended up jumping off that sled, it's just, well, it's just the 3 of us. It'd be a little dangerous to go out there with the other things that could be out there.
I think we should help these people.
How much for snowshoes?
I already have snow boots.
Snowshoes.
Oh, that's a different thing? Okay.
That is, yeah. Snowshoes. They're kind of like almost like tennis racket shaped things that you put on your feet so that you don't sink in the snow.
Okay.
Yeah. Also have
Very-
snowshoes.
Oh, you already have snowshoes. There you go.
I do too.
Well, why am I the only one without them?
I don't have snowshoes either.
Where did you guys get these? When did you have the time?
Probably went to a store. I did say with the gold that you had, you could go to a general store. But kind of like hearing that you don't have snowshoes, the quiet one kind of nudges the one that's like nervously looking up at the sky. As he nudges him, the other one, you hear like a, oh, it's just you. And then the other guy whispers something in his ear. Oh, snowshoes? Yeah, I might have a couple pairs. He glances around, glances back up at the sky, glances into his pack, and he starts like quickly rifling through it and takes out 2. They'll be rather small on you, but still functional because they're dwarf-sized. But he pulls them out. He kind of like quickly shoves them into your hands, and he immediately goes back to looking around, darting between like the spaces between the stars.
Dexter's trying to follow his gaze, trying to see what he's looking at.
Based on my knowledge of the stars, I know where he's looking.
He doesn't really seem to be focused on the stars, more so as just like keeping a lookout in the sky for something.
Wait, you said he was looking through his bag?
No, he already went through his bag. He's currently
snowshoes.
nervously looking at the sky
Okay.
for whatever reason.
Well, there's our answer. We have snowshoes.
Okay, we have our snowshoes.
Alright, let's go.
Well, let me add them to my inventory.
Is it like Dexter paying attention to how panicked he's looking in the sky? Is
4
there
pounds?
Anything?
4 pounds? Well, what's the cost and weight?
I don't have the cost off the top of my head, but 4 pounds sounds right.
Okay. Then I'll just do that. Equipment. There we go. Okay.
The cost is 2 gold.
It did?
2 gold.
2 gold. Okay.
He gave them to you
Yeah.
for free.
Yeah, they were
Yeah,
just
but
handed
it's like if you just like written on the cost, that's if you want to write down the cost, that's what it's.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah.
No, I was gonna say, is there, as he's looking into this, also looking at the sky, something else we should be concerned about on our way?
The very nervous dwarf. Sir.
Try again.
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
Did you say dragon?
No, try again.
Oh, try again.
And we did not hear you. Is what I'm saying.
He just said her. But if you say try again, he does respond. Dragon? Where?
Her. Okay.
And then with the rumors, Daxter puts 2 and 2 together.
So does Tob. He's like, oh, okay.
Right.
We should be fine. What are the odds that her is still there?
I mean, it's possible.
Always a possibility. Well, no use in dwelling on it.
It's like
Well, let's go.
it's like this direction, right? You said northeast?
Yeah, you'll go out of the north gate and then out into the wilderness.
Okay.
And you guys, I guess if nothing else, you start making your way up the north road toward the north gate.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're doing so, you just kind of like hear the loud hiss of a bellows behind you, followed by a nervous scream from the scared dwarf. And a loud sigh of relief. Oh, it's just okay. It's just the furnace. We're all good. We're all good. No dragons tonight.
I think that guy needs to drink more than me.
That does not sound like a good idea.
And then you make your way up to the north gate, and a couple guards just kind of like lower their halberds as you're approaching the gate. One of them asks, "Where are you going at this time of day?"
On a job. We're gonna look for that shipment.
The dwarves got to you, did they? Fancy on becoming Yeti food?
There
Not
are worse ways to go.
Yeah. You could be tossed in the lake by your friends.
Hey, you
Or
said
you
you
can
wanted
go
to go
and
find
sunken
sunken treasure.
The guards converse with each other, kind of like in a cipher, and then they turn back to you. It's your funeral. And then they start opening the gates for you.
Okay.
Onward.
And out you go into the wilderness. You guys start making your way north, and as you're doing so, the sun, not the sun, but like the twilight begins to illuminate the snow in like a dim light. And you see clouds kind of like rolling in from the northwest. Keep going.
Yeah, we're gonna keep going.
Alright.
Gotta go on.
As you keep continuing northeastward, you see coming from the northwest these dark clouds that start blotting out the little light that you have You start to feel a chill wind coming from that direction as well.
Okay.
What's up, Roland?
Great.
Could I use a combination of 2 spells?
What do you want to do?
Could I cast Firebolt and then use Control Flame to basically hold that as like a light and a heat source?
Sure. Yeah.
Awesome.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check for me to do that.
22.
22?
Yep.
Yeah, you're able to do that. It's unstable, but you are holding like this darting little orb of fire that very much wants to escape you.
I'm going to light a torch like a regular person.
I don't have a torch, so this works. And it keeps my hand warm.
Actually, hang on, let me see what's in my... Do I have a torch?
Like,
I have
Like
a...
Dexter, what Dexter does, he literally pulls the torch out of his back and he just sticks it into the flame.
that's fine.
I have a tinderbox. That's not gonna do anything. Then I'll be sticking close to Daxter, I guess.
Alright, I'm gonna, if you give me just a moment, get you a map
Sweet.
of at least the 10 towns.
Mm-hmm.
That way you have a little bit of a visual as to where you're going. But you guys, with this storm brewing coming up on you, you are able on the horizon to start to see Kelvin's cairn up here, kind
Okay.
of dwarfing every other landmark.
Dwarfing.
Haha. Haha, I get it. And as you guys are like just getting into the foothills, you feel this wind start howling over the foothills, and the land begins to darken as a blizzard starts to descend on you. Kelvin's cairn disappears as it is just completely blotted out by snow all around you. The blowing snow and howling wind just like completely engulf you. What do you guys want to do?
Well, only thing you can do in a blizzard, find a cave.
Find the cave.
Keep moving, I guess.
I'm just kind of delayed to us right now. I just follow along with them because
All right. For those of you who have torches out, they are quickly blown out by the roaring winds.
does my thing count as a torch?
No, you are luckily unaffected by this as you are using magic.
Aha!
But you do see the flame that you're holding just like continuously like bolting in different directions, far more erratically than it was before.
It really doesn't want to be there anymore.
It does not like this as much as
We need to keep a distance from Chris, or else it's just gonna fling at us.
I really don't want to get shot again now.
Me neither.
You said you wanted to go and find a cave.
Yep, we gotta wait
Yep.
for the storm to pass.
All right. Go ahead and make a survival check for me,
Dude, just him?
Daxter. Yeah.
Oh,
Alright.
Can I help in this as well? Because
You have proficiency.
yes, I do.
Okay. Daxter, do this at advantage.
Fantastic.
I don't
Go.
have proficiency, but can I also try?
No. You can only
No, it wouldn't double up on proficiencies.
Okay.
Just an advantage or no
better than
advantage.
19
A 19.
because of the advantage.
Yeah. You reach a ridge, and you can find like just below it. There's an overhang that leads into a cave. and you go and you make your way into the cave.
All right, this way. Come on, unless you want to end up frozen.
Chris, I don't think you want to stay frozen again. Go start freezing again, do you?
I'm the light pretty much right now, so I'm following.
Okay. So I follow Daxter as well. I've been close behind him the whole time.
All right. You go and you all make your way into this cave, and it's a rather shallow cave. And in the back of it, there's like another little. There's like the main chamber that's a little protected from the elements, but you can see that there's like a hallway that goes back to a further room in the cave, but you can't really see what's in there.
I assume if you have a light source like Chris, he would be able to...
The cave is illuminated because
okay.
of the the control flame that he has.
Okay.
So there's a warm glow lighting up the cave, but you can't really see. It like turns off to the left, and you can't really see any further.
Okay. Well, I guess we're waiting until the storm goes by. The blizzard goes by.
Is it windy enough that if we make a fire, will it blow out in the cave?
Not in the cave. The cave is sheltered from the elements.
Alright.
Do you have some firewood or anything that you could use?
Does anybody have firewood? That's the thing.
Do we? Let me see. I have a candle.
Oh no.
Let me. And then, can I reignite that old torch that got blown out?
Yeah, it's not, unusable.
Yeah, it just got.
It was just extinguished by the high winds.
All right.
At least one of you should keep an eye on the mouth of the cave, see if anything tries to come this way. I'm going to see if there's anything that we can burn deeper inside.
Do you want some company?
You can come if you want.
I'll stay at the mouth of the cave.
I'll leave the Chris and Voltesh to be at the mouth of the cave, and I'll follow Daxter.
All right. You guys just making your way to the back of the cave?
Yep.
Yep. See if there's anything out back here worth burning.
Are you just walking up or trying to be quiet?
I think I'm gonna be quiet.
Yeah, I may as well at least make some semblance of an attempt to be.
We never know what could be lurking back here.
All right.
Don't want to
both
startle
of you,
nothing.
Both of you make stealth checks.
Yeah.
Oh.
12.
21.
20 and 21.
12 and 21.
12 and 21.
12 and 20. Oh, okay.
I have proficiency
Toad.
in stealth.
You're
I was about to say the fucking rogue.
Yeah.
XW.
You realize you should probably be quiet. You don't really know what's around the other corner. Daxter, you see Tobe, and you try to overcorrect after realizing that you're not being sneaky, and you kind of bump your head into the wall. There's just a thunk.
No.
Wait, I do or Daxter does?
No, Daxter.
Okay.
What? I'm the one who rolled the 21.
Oh wait, you're the one that rolled a 21? Never mind.
Yeah.
Other way around. Daxter realizes that he needs to be sneaky, and Tobe overcorrects and thunks his head. I'm sorry, I didn't actually look at D&D Beyond. I just assumed that the rogue would roll higher.
Son of a bitch.
That's why I said rogue XW.
My bad.
It's wait a minute, why did I thunk my
I was like, why did I succeed?
Hey, get dunked on. No, sorry about that.
No worries.
And you kind of like hear like a low growl mixed with a yawn coming from around the corner.
Oh, well, time to get my daggers ready.
Just gonna-
What do you do?
Well, like I said, I get my daggers ready. Be on guard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna have him stop. Like I just put a hand up, have him stop,
Yeah.
and
Uh,
I will slowly at least try to see what made that sound.
All right. You go, Daxter, and you kind of peek your head around the corner, and there's another low chamber beyond this bend, and you see, kind of like in the far end of this chamber, there is a large, shaggy, silver white cat. Big cat, like scary big cat, like this, probably the size of a tiger, a large tiger.
Oh,
Just kind of curled up. And you see resting against its belly are 2 cubs.
uh-oh.
oh no.
Just nods. Slowly backs away.
Its eyes are closed, but it had just yawned, and it's like nestling back in with its cubs.
just quietly nods. Proceeds to take a couple steps back.
I whispered, not safe.
he just points Tom to go in the opposite direction. He doesn't even say anything.
Cobb nods back and just heads back to the way we came, to near the mouth of the cave.
All right, you do that.
Just like Daxter when they make it back calmly. Well, not a whole lot worth burning back there. I also recommend don't make too many loud noises. Looks at Chris.
Chris, we're talking about you.
The blizzard just keeps continuing, and it just keeps getting more and more relentless as 1 hour turns into 2. What do you do?
So far, all we can do is just be quiet and stop them and tolerate some sort of fire we can have. Just keep warm.
Yeah. It's better than going deeper in the cave.
Okay. I'm just checking, just logistically speaking. How many torches would it take to make a campfire?
I'd say 5.
Ooh, 5 torches.
I have 1 technically.
I have 10 on the.
And I will say at this point, even though you're in this cave, this blizzard is rapidly lowering the temperature with how windy it is. So you are starting to feel, even through your cold weather clothing, the chill of winter seeping into your bones.
You wanna split the difference and make a fire with these torches?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, do 2. Since I already used 1, I'll just use 2 more.
How many did we need? We need
You do just
5
take
in
out 2.
total.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'll use these.
Alright.
And you have a tinderbox?
Yes.
I think we all do.
I do too.
Everyone has a tinderbox. All right. Yeah, you go and you light those torches, and they are real easy to light. No checks needed because they're torches.
They're designed to burst
they are
with flame.
designed to burn at the slightest ignition. So, roars into flame, and it keeps you all warm.
Well, at least we have this.
Sit around for another hour.
Tub will just be like resting by the campfire then.
As you guys are just sitting around the campfire, doing whatever, can I have everyone make a perception check?
Yep.
It, like just calmly, just like out of pocket, just calmly to Chris. You like cats?
13.
20.
20?
Yep.
13.
13.
I had my good roll for the night. You know,
Yeah, I don't think I'm getting any more good.
Everyone but Daxter. I guess Daxter like has his back to the back of the cave. You all notice a cat about the size of like a medium-sized dog, silvery white, start to bumble its way out from the far end of the cave. And it sees you, and it stops. Tail twitches. It's just kind of staring at you.
I stare back. Daxter.
Look at it.
I don't think
threateningly.
Daxter.
Yeah, no.
And Dexter just calmly realizing it sees everybody's
Staring behind him.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, Daxter, I don't think it's gonna be safe here anymore.
It woke up, didn't it?
It might have.
Just be calm,
I like point
big
behind Daxter.
dog. Dog size.
Comparing, that's about the size of the what one would assume is the mother, or was it is that the size of one of the cubs?
That is the size of one of the cubs. The mother is the size. It is larger than an adult tiger. The mother. The mother is a large creature.
Okay, that would be one of the cubs.
What do we do in this situation?
The cat takes an apprehensive step forward.
I could offer it some
Can
rations.
I
Let's
peacefully beckon to it?
let our
Easily
looks-
beckon.
yeah, like Starseer, how does Starseer dress? Like you're like more of like more natural, like maybe like they would be more experienced with nature.
Yes.
It's kind of hard to tell through the cold weather
So the
clothing.
cold weather clothing. Yeah.
Everyone kind of looks samey. You've just got these thick furs.
And then, but like from demeanor, you seem more adept in this type of situation.
Yes.
Let's like just wanted a reason to like try to dissuade Chris. It's just like let's our new companion try to settle this one.
I have proficiency in animal handling.
Yeah, but then like and see to keep everything calm, Dexter has not moved. He's sitting. He stayed in his exact same position, and he's been very calm about this. He's just like, let's let you handle this, and I will not move. Any sudden movements will probably scare the thing.
Yeah.
I am still just like dead staring at it, like just a cold stare at it.
Mm-hmm. The cat takes another very uncoordinated step forward, and kind of like half like falls over on itself. Like you ever see those videos of like baby animals just tripping over themselves?
Yeah.
It's kind of like
Aw.
that. And then Starseer, you said that you were beckoning towards it in a friendly manner.
Yeah.
Make an animal handling check for me.
Seven.
As you like lower a hand and you beckon towards it, the cat like cocks its head, then it looks at your hand, and then it gets into a position to pounce. It like pounces, and it doesn't go very far. It kind of like falls over on itself,
Yeah.
and there's like a. And the cat
Like,
sits back up, blinks, and then you hear
And I
movement
do not-
from.
Boltesh does not flinch.
Mhm.
At all.
But just from like the yip from the cub, you do hear the far off movement of something big.
And I assume that we all can hear that.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be its mother.
Now we should run.
Run where?
Into the blizzard? I fuck, what's the word? I might, recommend you get ready for battle, Daxter. As I ready my daggers.
Mm-hmm.
Don't show any malice immediately. Just be ready.
As he's just calmly, just like he has his shield in front of him, and he's sitting with his arm on his sword. He's just like, but he has not moved.
Mm-hmm.
Do I still have my control flame active? Am I still
If
holding
you
fire?
I don't
haven't,
know. Do you?
if you haven't
haven't.
extinguished it and you've been concentrating on it this entire time,
I think I have. What would happen if I let go of the firebolt?
it would
Please.
immediately extinguish.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Should I get Thunder Wave ready?
Chris, I swear.
Just kidding.
You sure none of us are around?
If I have some of my rations in my hand and do an animal handling check, will I have proficiency?
Well, do you have proficiency?
Do you have
No,
proficiency normally?
not proficiency.
Advantage? No.
Yeah. Okay.
That would be how you make the check.
Okay.
But you see turning around the corner this huge snow white cat, and as it turns, it looks over to you, it looks over to its cub, and this ear-splitting roar comes from the cat as it leaps between you and its cub. Then it lowers its head, baring its teeth, its tail swishing back and forth. It lowers its head some more, and you see its claws come out from its paws. But it's not making another move towards you. Its eyes are darting between all of you intently.
Take a step back.
Can I somehow show it that we mean no harm to its cub?
If you want to do that, you can follow Starseer's lead.
So animal handling?
So take a step back.
Just back up.
Oh, back up? Okay.
Can we just put the fire between it and us?
Don't try and provoke it.
No. If it's separated by fire. There's a fire line, basically.
Mhm.
The only thing protecting us and it.
If you all, are you all stepping back behind the fire?
Yeah.
Alright, the cat lunges forward and then swats the fire, and it just like scatters all of the ashes and coals and embers all over the floor of the cave. And it roars again.
We were using that.
It roars louder, and then it looks like out into the blizzard, and then back at all of you.
So it wants us to get out.
It's like teeth are bared, and then it like looking back out, it like slowly lowers its lip back down.
Well, Daxter, do you want to perhaps try and find another cave?
Looks at actually looks at Starseer in this fixed situation, you know.
This is a situation of us or it.
As you're watching the cat, you see the cub just kind of like start nipping at the mother's feet while it's trying to be intimidating.
Okay.
Well, it just like calmly to Starseer. How would you say our chances look?
If you are ready to fight, then we fight. If you want to leave, we leave.
See a little bit more movement from the further cave, and you see the second cub start running, or not running, but like bumbling out. And it goes and tackles the other cub. Start rolling around in front of the big cat.
Well, I fought larger. You wanted some practice, right, boy? Is he looking at Chris?
Oh boy.
Boy.
Sure. Okay. Wasn't expecting you to fight a cat.
Yeah, Talba's like wanting to like, oh, maybe we should find another cave, and everyone's like, fight.
Well,
I would opt for cave because I don't
I'm
want to
giving
fight
the
a cat.
option. This is nature.
This is nature. And the odds of us finding another cave. He's like open up. He's saying he's just like, hey, we could do either or, and he's just like, you want to try to go find another cave in the blizzard that got stronger.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Tob will do whatever, whatever everyone else decides. Tob will follow.
I've kicked for a second. I'll be back in like 5 seconds.
Oh, no worries.
Like, okay, all right. Let me put it this way for a second. This is. I'm giving you guys.
You okay?
I'm giving you guys a chance to make decisions here. Like y'all are newer to this. I'm actually just giving you a chance to make a decision here.
Yeah, that's fair.
It is a situation of survival.
Yeah.
Because of the fucking blizzard.
Well, we have to wait on this anyways, so. Hydrate.
I'll let you think on your decision while we wait for this
Yeah.
to get back.
Anyone else have bottles of water near them? If so, hydrate.
Always.
Just been eating warheads this entire time.
Also, now that you guys can see the mother like standing at full height, she's about like 8 feet tall at the shoulder. She's huge.
Okay.
For a cat. She's a large cat.
Not that big.
What's bigger than your normal tiger? I think, right?
That is bigger than a tiger.
Yeah.
That is bigger than a lion.
Yeah.
But it's not bigger than a bear.
It's about the size of a bear. Like the size of a polar bear.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
All right. So, like I was telling your buddy Tom, you two are newer to this, so this is your chance to make a decision. What do you want to do? You want to take your chances with the big cat, or do you want to try to go find another cave in the middle of a blizzard that just got stronger?
I'll take my chances with the cat.
All right, so we got one vote cat. What do you say, Dis?
Gotta do cat.
All right,
Okay.
all right. They made the decision. All right, I'll
Hold
make
this
the
more.
first move.
Colt want
They're
that
making the first move.
Yep.
Roll initiative.
Well, I want to know what your game plan is here. The cat's, the mother cat's just like watching you intently as its two cubs are kind of like rolling around on the ground in front of it.
Well, I don't.
Could I just cast Firebolt on the ground in front of it to make you go back up?
That's not going.
You're gonna cast Firebolt?
In a cave?
Right.
That's
Asking.
No, I'm
Is that
saying,
what you wanna
could
do?
I?
You can.
Good.
Can.
It's always a possibility.
You're allowed to. That is the thing you can do.
I'll cast Firebolt just at feet to make it back off.
Alright. You do that. The cat, like, watches the firebolt hit the ground in front of it. And it takes a step forward.
Okay, let it work. Brilliant, what up?
Mission failed. Look at him next time.
All right.
Tail swishes.
I'm going.
Rather confidently at this point.
Yeah, I'm going to shield and sword ready.
Yeah.
I
My daggers have been ready this whole time.
To lunge. I'm going in.
Yep.
Alright. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Okay. Let's see.
5.
14. Let me put that into Discord. Turn. There we go. Okay. Alright.
Oh, this is just gonna be theater of the mind, so that because I don't have a battle map for a cave.
Oh.
A
Just a random cave.
It's not just a cave, it's the cave.
It is the true.
What do you mean you don't have everything ready at hands at all times? No, I'm kidding.
Alright. First one we have up in initiative order is Daxter.
All right.
The cat took a confident step forward after the firebolt was cast at it, and she's getting ready to pounce. So go ahead.
Not gonna give you the room for it. I'm not gonna give the tiger the room for it. I'm moving into the cat's range and trying to go for a stab.
All right. Notably, her two cubs are like rolling around right in front of her, so you're gonna nudge them aside.
I mean, you know, if I can get around them just fine, then I'll get around.
Yeah, you
them.
can. You can go around them.
Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with a couple of kids playing. Now, if they start attacking, then they're going to die just the same. So let's test the waters. Does 12 hit?
Does a 12 hit? Nope.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You run
It's
up
pretty
and
tough.
yeah, you go. You take a stab, and the cat turns and swats your sword away. She hisses. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Damn, level 2 be like.
Yeah, level 2 be like, what else am I gonna do?
Yeah, it is now Starseer's turn.
Based on, like, because I know we're doing Theater of the Mind, how far is it away from me?
So Daxter's right up on it. She's about 20 feet from you.
20 feet? Okay.
Yep.
I'll use, Frostbite, cantrip.
Frostbite. Is that a
Con
2-hit?
Save throw.
Con save. Alright. What is the DC on that? She rolled, and Constitution save, she rolled a unnatural 20.
Ooh, okay.
And that's a cantrip, right?
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Alright.
And then...
So, I'm gonna ask you to do something. When you cast this Frostbite spell, can you go ahead and roll damage? Five damage. All right. You go. You cast this bolt of freezing energy out, and it like gets caught in the cat's fur, and then it comes ricocheting back at you. You take 5 cold damage. The cat has a spell turning effect on its hide.
Fuck.
Ah, shit.
I think that makes one of our characters.
2 of our characters.
Two of our characters just ineffective.
Ineffective. Just can't use my most highest attacking things.
It's now the crag
what is
cat's
that?
turn.
Hold on. I
What's
still
that?
have to still stay slow.
Oh, you still have stuff? Cool.
Yeah. What does that mean exactly?
The spell turning effect.
Yeah.
So the cat has advantage on saving throws against any spell that targets only the cat.
Okay.
And if the cat's saving throw ever succeeds, and it is a spell of 7th level or lower, the spell not only has no effect, but it instead targets the caster.
Okay. I will now use one of my wild shapes
Mm-hmm.
and transform into my starry form of the archer.
All right. And how does that look?
When I transform, a bright light with 10-foot radius
Mm-hmm.
happens, and a dim light reaches another 10 feet past that.
So you just start glowing with
So,
starlight.
yeah, I glow with starlight. And when I activate this form, I also can do the attack from the archer form.
Yep. So you get like this constellation bow in your hands.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I attack with the archer form.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
$15.
15 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Alright, the fucking dice are like super fucking slow for me.
It's fine. Take your time.
4.
For what kind of
Radiant.
damage? Radiant? All right. Hey, you go. You fire this bolt of like starlight at the cat, and the cat just kind of blinks, shakes its head, and it roars. It's now the crag cat's turn, who like gets down, and then she pounces at Starseer, who just attacked her. Pounces over the cubs. The 2 cubs look, they see the bolt of energy hit her, and then she pounces, and the 2 cubs scatter.
Okay.
That does trigger opportunity attack, if you'd like.
Yeah, let's do that.
Does it do it for me too?
No, it's pouncing into your range.
Oh, yeah, that's a dirty 20.
That hits. Roll damage.
5 damage.
5 damage. Wow. And I imagine that's like piercing damage.
Yes.
Yeah, alright. You stab into the cat's hide as she pounces at Starseer, and she goes for a claw attack on Starseer. It's a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Alright. You take 6 slashing damage, and I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Both.
12. You are knocked prone by this attack, and he goes for a bite attack as you're going down. Wow, okay. At advantage, that is a 7 to hit.
That's not it.
You go down so fast that she just like snaps the open air. It is now Tobe's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna get in
The
close.
cat is probably like 10 feet from you. I'm just gonna run up to it.
Okay, I'm gonna get in close and attack it with my dagger.
Alright. Since you have a friendly creature within 5 feet of it, you do have advantage on the attack, right? Is that how rogue works? Or is that... Or
This
no,
is-
you get sneak attack, I think. You
This is
don't get
my
advantage
first
on
time
attack.
playing rogue, so I don't know.
You get sneak attack.
Yeah, if
Okay.
you hit, you get to add sneak attack damage to your attack.
Okay,
That's
19.
what it is.
24, my
Ni-
bad. 24, 19 plus 5,
Alright.
24, yeah.
Yeah. 24 hits. Go ahead and roll damage, and don't forget to roll your sneak attack.
Okay. That is 4 damage plus my sneak attack. Where's my sneak attack? Down here. 5 damage. And can I take the bonus action to attack again with my other dagger, my offhand?
Yep. You don't have 2-weapon fighting, right?
What do you mean?
You don't have the 2-weapon fighting attack style? You can do it, it's just if you use that bonus action, you're not going to be getting or is
I don't know.
You won't be getting your proficiency.
yeah, you won't be getting your proficiency bonus, it'll be a flat roll on the second attack if you don't have 2-weapon fighting.
Okay.
So yeah, you can still do it, it's just less of a chance to hit.
Okay. Ooh.
So it'll be a 4.
Yeah.
4 does not hit.
Okay. Can I also back away?
You can. It will invoke opportunity attack from.
Oh,
the cat
never
if
mind
she
then.
wishes to react.
Never mind then. Okay. Yeah, I end my turn then.
Alrighty, it is now Chris's turn. What do you want to do?
I don't know what I can do.
Do you have a dagger?
Of course,
I mean,
daggers.
shooting it is still an option.
Yeah.
You just have to high enough.
Wait, does it only affect on spells that specifically target the cat?
It is on
it
saving
has
throws.
It's on saving throws.
On saving, it's okay.
Yeah, to hit spells would still hit it. She would take half damage from those though, because she does have resistance to magical damage.
Okay.
Specifically from spell sources, like the radiant damage from Starry Form is full damage.
Yeah, that affects Divine Smite.
What is your dexterity, Chris?
Dexterity is 13.
Divine
13?
Smite's not a spell.
Yeah.
You
It
said
takes a spell slot, but it's not a spell.
you said 13?
Yep.
Okay. You could always just go for a dagger if you don't think your magic's gonna hit.
I'm just weighing against what will actually get most damage if I do hit. Yeah, I'll feel lucky. I'll do Firebolt again.
Firebolt,
Just
roll to hit.
Fuck. That one.
Not one. You go and you fire this firebolt at the cat, and you watch it dissipate as it hits its fur. You see like this ripple of fire across her fur, and it just flickers off into embers. And she pays you no mind.
You have been ignored.
I don't know what else I could try.
Do you have any bonus actions that you could do?
Not that I know of. At least now I think that'll be useful. I'm behind everyone. So I can't really like move further. Whoa. Moving closer would probably be a bad idea for me.
Then I say end your turn.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Alright, and then we go back to the top of initiative with Daxter.
Alright. So, what I'm going to try to get its attention with more violence.
Mm-hmm. What are you doing? Stab?
Stabbing it in the ass. I crit.
Not in the butt. And you crit?
And you crit.
I crit.
Bruh.
Hey, it turned its back on me.
Right in the butt.
Right up there.
That's 11 damage.
11 damage? Okay. Wow. She roars and hisses and spits, and she like takes a swipe at you.
I can't imagine the pain of that.
Yeah, she's turned all the way around and is like getting ready to swipe at you.
All part of the plan.
All part of the plan. Starseer, it's now your turn. You are currently prone underneath the cat.
Get up is
Just
what,
got
like
big.
half movement, right?
Yep, getting up is half movement, and you will be like shunted out in a 5-foot space near the cat because she's not actively pinning you down anymore.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do.
All right.
So let's see. I'll move another 5 feet back.
She will go for a swipe at you if you walk out of her melee range.
But isn't she turned around from me?
You are still within 5 feet of her, so she can still swipe at you.
Move back with disengage.
All right. Do you have a bonus action to do
I
something?
can still do form archer.
Ooh, that's nice.
Because I'm still in the form.
That is real nice.
I could still shoot you.
Yep. Eight.
8 does not hit. You go and you fire your starry bow, and as with the firebolt, it just kind of dissipates in her fur. It is now the Cragcat's turn, and she is like you kind of see there's like some blood trickling down her back leg. She looks over to her cubs, and she disengages, and she goes and she picks up one of her cubs and starts running over to the other cub. It's now Tobe's turn.
Is she holding the cubs right now?
She's holding one of the cubs in her mouth, and she's running towards the other one, yeah. She has, for all intents and purposes, stopped fighting you.
Okay. Is she... Okay. Then I am... Since she is not attacking me, and she's just trying to run away, I'm gonna allow it, and I think end my turn.
Alright. Chris, what do you want to do on your turn?
Contemplate my life actions.
You do that every turn, though.
Alright, so you're not attacking the cat?
Nope.
Alright, Daxter.
Alright. I'm just gonna look to Starseer for confirmation that we're good to stop. I think we've proven our point.
I don't know if you'll be able to see her face in the light.
I like how she's disengaging after you stabbed her in the ass. And now that blood is, like, dripping down her back leg from you stabbing her in the ass.
Yeah.
Like, that's when she stopped fighting you. She's like, you know, I'm done with this crap.
I think that's the confirmation.
We proved their point.
With your 11 damage done straight up the butt.
Good,
Alright, so I think that I'm hearing this correctly. Y'all are done.
Yeah.
Done with the cat. Alright,
I'll finish
you
it up
watch as
because I have to come back.
she goes, she scoops up the other cub, and then she kind of shoves all of you aside, and she runs out into the blizzard.
You got our cave back.
We have commandeered the cave.
It's our cave now.
Mission complete.
Can I find a remaining torches what's ever left of them and reignite it?
Yeah, it would take like the better part of an hour, because she kind of like scattered the fire all over the place.
Yeah,
But you would be able to get everything back together and light it again.
Okay, I'm also work on that.
I will also help with this to make it go quicker.
I'm gonna go see what's in the. I'm gonna go see what else is in the back of that cave now that the cat's gone.
Alright.
I'm healing myself.
Alright. Daxter, you go to the back of the cave, and you find the half-eaten corpse of an elk. And about nothing else. You see a few bones scattered around the back of the cave.
Actually, while they're doing this,
We could use some more food. I do
I
have.
was gonna be like short. Could I? It's like yeah, it's gonna take a short rest.
Yeah. You can take a short rest around the fire.
We, I do have the cooking utensils. So if he did happen to get the elk and get whatever meat he could find from it.
Yeah. Can I like with the hunting kit, harvesting kit? Can I salvage some good meat off of whatever's left?
Yeah, you could get enough meat off of the elk in order to get a hot meal for all of you after Tobe cooks it.
I also have a mess kit as well.
We've got 2 cooks.
Nomad, so.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
everybody. I actually.
Well,
if I remember right, isn't the cooking? Don't you need cooking utensils to cook with the mess?
Oh
kits?
yeah, the mess kit is for eating, but the mess kit is like utensils for eating, whereas cook's utensils you've got stuff like tongs and stuff that you'd be using for cooking on a fire.
It has a cooking pan.
It does have a cooking pan.
It does have a cooking
but
pan.
Oh, it has a pan, but
Yeah.
I guess cook's utensils would be like for more fine meals,
Okay.
but
you can make it work.
We could make it
we could
work.
work together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Starseer will like collab together on getting this meal set up for everyone.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you have an adventures pack, you have a cooking pan, if nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yep.
So you guys take the next hour to just rest, cook up a meal. You guys don't have to take a ration today because of that.
Okay.
Let's go.
Cook them up some like venison steak or something, like some.
Yep.
Yeah.
And with that, once you're finishing up your meal, the blizzard subsides outside.
How convenient.
Let's go.
Just in time.
Oh yeah, baby. That's what I've been waiting
Our
for.
cat ate its food.
And you guys look out and you see in the snow, just kind of like half buried, is a bloody trail out to the south.
Okay.
That's
Oh. Well, we know where not to go.
Unless it's in the direction of where we're going. Unless it's in the direction that we're going.
No, I think we're going north.
No, we're going north.
Now that we have eaten and we've gotten our rest, let's go try to find that cart, shall we?
Yep. Yeah. Let's go.
All right. You travel another half hour. It's pretty dark, but as you're cresting a ridge, an aurora from the northwest again spreads over, and you kind of get like this dim green light illuminating everything. And as you crest, what's up?
Bro, it's always dark.
But it's nice and dim now. You can see. It's like a full moon level of brightness. And, as you crest this snow-covered ridge, you see a frozen, dismembered corpse in the gully right below you. Snow covers some of the gory bits, but the headless torso and severed limbs are clearly visible.
Well,
You see tracks in the snow around the corpse, and the telltale grooves in the snow left behind by a sled that's been hauled away.
Well, we can assume that's one of the unfortunate victims of the Yeti attack.
It seems to have taken what we need.
Yeah.
Well,
Is
we
there
tried
is there
to
is there
go
any
back.
Is there anything on the body? Maybe maybe something we could bring back the dwarves
Continue to search.
as like a memorial. I can't speak. You know what I mean? Like something memento. Yeah.
You search the dismembered body, and in like kind of like in a little coat pocket, you find a little silver medallion in the shape of a foaming mug.
Okay. I'm gonna grab that and I'm gonna hand it back to the dwarves once we get back. Do I add that into my inventory?
Yep. Just add like foaming mug medallion.
Okay.
Probably not going to find the card, or
Aye, we are. I'll be.
it just sounded like someone was a little apprehensive.
Okay. There we go. Very good.
Aye, very well.
Yeah, let's follow the tracks then.
All right. Can you go ahead and make a survival check for me?
Yep. Survival.
Can I help with that?
Yep, you can help.
8.
Go ahead and
Advantage.
roll
Roll it again.
Yep.
Reroll.
Oh,
Roll. You're being helped.
17.
17. You look around. Thankfully, the tracks around this body and the sled tracks that go out into the wilderness are very fresh within the last hour. They were not blown away by the blizzard, and they are just like completely fresh in the snow.
Okay.
You also see that the tracks around this area belong to about a half dozen small humanoid creatures.
Okay.
Oh, I know what we're dealing with.
They're all wearing snowshoes.
Then we will continue following the tracks.
All right.
Careful pace.
Careful pace. All right. You take another half hour just following these tracks, and at this point, it is getting to the point where you are starting to feel a little tired from all of your journeying. It's been a long day. It has been 8 hours at this point out in the wilderness. Can I have all of you make a Constitution check for me?
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh, nat 1. 7.
got an 11.
I got a rock.
I got a rack.
Me Tom did get a rock.
$19.
Tobe is the only one that fails this. Tobe,
no.
you are you're like your muscles are starting to cramp up. You're feeling real exhausted after this journey. Your back's starting to hurt a little from the pack that you're carrying. You're feeling a little bit of cold in your bones from the blizzard. You gain a level of exhaustion.
Okay. And what does that do again? Just
for the first level of exhaustion, it is disadvantage on skill checks.
Okay.
And you lose up to 1 level of exhaustion per long rest.
Okay.
But you guys continue trudging forward, and as you're going between two little foothills here, you finally see up ahead what appear to be a group of goblins based on their stature.
Garbage.
What?
I said garbage.
Garbage? All 6 of them groan, grunt, and curse loudly as they haul a bulky sled toward what appears to be a 20-foot-tall wagon parked in the snow. Harnessed to this conveyance are 2 roaring polar bears, which don't look very happy.
I say we have found.
Well, I think we found the shipment.
Now we give him a chance to give it back.
I don't suppose anyone here knows
Oh.
Goblin.
Knowing the goblies of this area, I don't think they're going to give it back.
Okay. Well, then, I guess we prepare for combat again.
Yeah, and I'm just like, so how do you? I was like, I have a perfect idea for how we should start this, but how do you guys want to approach this?
How far away? is it?
Cast Thunderwave. No.
No.
That's on you. Do not do that.
Here, hold up. I don't have a battle map, but I can give you a map of the snow. And you guys
White.
are gonna be like over here, and then I'll say like up here is. There's the sled, and then up here is the wagon that is parked.
We accounting these as 5-foot squares?
Yep, these are 5-foot squares. I'll put these guys like here.
Okay.
Put down 2 polar bears.
That's a interesting looking polar bear.
We don't have that many tokens. Come on, calm down.
Well, this one is going to be a good token for it. Here's the gobos.
Gobblers.
Gobos.
So they're about, give or take, they're about 60 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely haven't noticed you. They're too busy bitching to each other in Goblin to notice you.
Okay. I guess we just approach, right?
We could get closer.
Or
Let's-
Daxter, what was your plan?
Oh, well,
There's my token, so I know
yeah,
where I'm
let's,
at.
please, let's get our tokens down.
R.
Hmm?
R.
R.
That's
R?
that's the name.
R.
R.
Oh, the plan.
Well, that's good. Well, that's good. That's good. So let's get closer. Why don't we say hello? 'Cause,
How much
you know,
closer do you want to get?
I just walk straight to them and be
'Cause
like,
I
Whatever, we're gonna have to battle anyways, most likely.
yeah, it's like they're, I suppose 30, like I guess like another 30 feet, so we can get in.
do we want to try to sneak so they don't notice us even more?
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak.
Yeah. You know what?
Okay.
Yeah, let's go ahead and let's see that.
All right, everybody make a stealth check.
Oh, okay. Come on, don't fail me now.
Yeah.
18.
Bro. There you go. Look at you. Being sneaky.
16.
16.
A natural 20.
Unnatural 20. Okay.
I got an 11.
Wow.
I'm like rolling in the middle of this die this entire time. This is just what's going to be happening.
What do you want?
Okay, well, I guess since we're sneaking, we're gonna head over more. Oh, well, all of us are sneaking except
Passive person. Okay.
I'm assuming Daxter's not sneaking.
Daxter sneaking.
Oh, yes.
But you guys are making your way up. The goblins are still pushing and pulling the sled to the best of their ability. They still have not noticed your approach. You start making your way.
I whisper over to Daxter. If you want, I can kickstart this party.
Be ready. I got an idea.
Okay.
Okay.
Voltesh readies.
My daggers are already out.
He's gonna
Thunderwave is ready.
move.
I
Not
swear to
doing
God,
that.
Chris.
That's on you. That's
Okay.
centered off of you.
So he's gonna move in a direction. So when he kicks off his grand idea, they'll be focused on him.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna come over this way. Ahoy!
This is Jack Sparrow.
All right, you call out "Ahoy!" and several of these goblins look startled, and they look over. And then you hear from the wagon over here a gruff woman's voice call out, "Ahoy! Who we got there?" You see a goblin kind of plop out of the wagon, and she starts plodding her way towards you. She seems clearly to be the one in charge here. She's wearing like some studded leather, and she actively has a scimitar out, just kind of like rested on her shoulder as she's waddling over to you.
Funny, I'm gonna type something to you.
An-
What I'm
Mhm.
readying.
I see that you have something that belongs to us, my fair lady, and I was just asking for you to kindly return it to us.
Belongs to you. It's off in the tundra. Some poor chap got himself ripped to pieces by something. And we saw this sled, and we looked at it, and we let it sit there for 3 days. No one came to get it. We're taking it home.
Aye, well, it took a bit for us to get over to come get it, and we're here. We're here for the sled.
Proof it's yours?
Aye, we have a medallion here that should match with the symbol that's on that sled.
I assume the one you mean I'm holding?
Symbol on the sled? We didn't see a symbol on the sled.
Oh, there should be a symbol on the sled. Look again.
Look for a symbol on the sled.
I guess this bullshit or what?
Aren't I holding that medallion?
Yeah. They don't need to know that.
Okay.
At this point, you hear one of the polar bears up at the front of the wagon start roaring and crying. Oh, shut up! They're just grumpy. We've been out here for a few days.
I understand that. I get a little grumpy too out in this cold.
You know, it's gotta be real fucking cold for a polar bear to be grumpy.
Well, you seen it? That blizzard that just passed? Ooh.
Yep,
What
that's
even
why.
it is.
That's why we picked it up now. We decided, well, fuck it. If we're gonna be stuck out here in a blizzard, the least we can do is bring back a few 100 pounds of iron.
I understand that. Everybody's got to eat. Everybody's got to make some coin. But not that sled.
Yeah. Why not that sled? I don't see a name on it. And you see a symbol? And you see a couple of them yell out in broken comment. Symbol! No! Symbol bad? No symbol.
What you talking about? I can see the symbol from here.
Make a deception check.
I'm having fun.
Make
That's
a
a 12.
plan.
Oh no.
12.
Let's see if it works. It could work. Let's see if it works.
Wow, her insight roll was bad. She rolled a 9. She leers at you. Boys, want to do a second over on the sled, see if you find any symbols. And while you do that, mister, I'm going to come up to you. Why don't you show me the symbol that you have?
All right, of course, easily. It's right here, right in me pocket, and
Oh no.
Oh dear God.
I would like to grapple.
Oh no.
You know,
You would like to grapple.
Yes.
Okay, roll with advantage. She's surprised.
Thought something else was gonna happen.
Now,
I need to grapple.
yeah, that's just. Do you want me to just want me to make?
you know, I could have given
no,
you the
not
medallion.
Yes, make an athletics check with advantage.
Got you. That is a 16.
She rolled a 13.
now.
That's it. That's the cue.
B.
I guess I fire
Okay, where are you firing your breath weapon?
at Goblin F.
Goblin F.
He's
Okay,
gonna pay some respects.
It's
is it a dex save?
Yeah.
he's rolling at disadvantage because he's also surprised. But that's a nat 1. I don't need to roll the second one. Roll damage.
Give me a second. Four.
Wow.
A beam of electricity.
All right, yeah, you shoot this beam of electricity out of your mouth and into the goblin, knocking the goblin into the sled, and you see one of the bags of iron just like fall on top of him, killing him. The goblin next to him, Goblin E, fiddles at his waist for something. Chris and Toby both have a surprise round.
Okay.
Could I quickly just go in, like, directly on top of the sled? And if I cast Thunderwave, would A1 get hit? Okay.
What's the range on Thunderwave? It's like 10 feet, right?
15.
Yeah. 15.
15 feet?
He wants
Yeah,
to drop
if you go on the sled, you can
twice.
hit. Let's see. You could hit all of the goblins if you stand here.
Perfect. So I'll do that.
Okay.
Go with the
Right.
sled and I just
Right
cast
up.
Thunderwave.
Boom.
All right. Those are con saves,
Con
right?
saves, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a really low roll. The goblins all fail. I'm not even going to ask for the save on that. And the goblin boss rolled a 13.
So it won't hit.
What's your save?
Alright. So
What is your save DC?
my safety?
9. It's 9.
9.
Oh, your save DC is only 9?
That's what it says.
Okay. Then the goblin boss does succeed, but go ahead and roll your damage.
Actually cast it twice, but it was 9.
It was 9. All of the goblins except for the boss all slump over. They are all unconscious.
Well, that was easy.
All the goblins go down. She's hit, and her eyes go wide. And she's like, "What's going on? I didn't do nothing. I'm just salvaging."
Like I said, came from me sled.
You want your sled? You can have your fucking sled.
While this is happening, Starseer's just gonna get it in prep moving.
Mm-hmm.
Making sure it's able to be pushed well enough.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough, and you definitely are going to have to find a cave to sleep in for the night. But
Yeah. So if you could just return to our cave.
the cave that you were in is about an hour away, so it will be a forced march. It'll be 2 hours with the sled because the sled will slow your movement by half. And for each hour that you're marching past the 8-hour mark, you do have to make a Constitution check for exhaustion. So you may have to find a nearer one.
Yeah, we could try to find a closer cave.
Okay.
And if it don't work, we'll just go back to the cave we had.
Can I look at like baseless surroundings here?
Yeah, just looking at a cursory glance, there are a few hills around. You could possibly find a cave. You'd have to look around. It might take a little bit, but you might get lucky.
Yeah.
And Dex, once we have the sled, and you said the other goblins, except the one that got squished.
The one that got
just
squished is
unconscious.
dead. Yeah.
Yeah, the other ones.
I'm gonna
And-
pick the bag and put it back up to the sled. Covered in blood.
Yep.
And, well, that's nice and reasonable of you. Now, and you and
Looks at the one that's dead.
most of your boys are alive. And as long as we can go our separate ways and you don't cause any trouble, it'll stay that way.
He'll just but he just takes he actually just takes your scimitar.
Just to make sure.
I need that to defend myself. You know how fucking dangerous it is out here. She's just like, at this point, she's struggling, resisting against you. Can you make a contested athletics check against her?
Okay.
That's not good. Which is better, her athletics or acrobatics? I don't think it's gonna matter.
I rolled an
Oh, her
18.
acrobatics. No, even with acrobatics, she rolled a 7.
Yeah, it's like I rolled an 18.
She tries her best to try and wriggle out of your grip. She can't. She just kind of gives up. You know, it's not nice bullying people that are half your size. And stealing our stuff. And knocking out my boys.
Aye.
That's all he says. Aye.
As
I'll
we
have
take
you
the
know that if the tables were turned, I would show you no mercy.
Bruh.
I mean, I could stop showing you mercy.
No, that's not what I meant.
Starseer walks up in front of her.
Mhm.
You lost?
Hi.
Shut up.
You're tall.
You will now stop talking, and we will leave.
Okay. Okay, you can leave.
She goes back to the sled.
Bye bye.
He glares at her. He said, "Stop talking."
What? Okay.
So I shall. So shall I add a scimitar to my inventory?
Yes, you can add a scimitar to your inventory.
Because I'm keeping it.
Rude.
Look, I'm a pirate.
Gotta get plunder somewhere. Walk up, steal a goblin scimitar.
And
now we must hurry to find the cave.
once the sled gets moving, I'll let her go. Like I said.
Start.
It is going to take everyone to be able to move the sled, so you may have to let her go. The sled itself is 300 pounds, and there's another 600 pounds of iron on it.
Yeah, let's do this shit.
Oh! At the top with his -1 strength.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna need.
I can move a third of that.
I can move.
Actually, push, drag, lift.
I
I can move 420.
I can move 360.
Let's add this
We're
all up.
strong.
I just want to make sure that you guys have the strength to move 900 pounds as a group.
Okay.
Let's see.
So go ahead, just list your dragging weight in the Discord.
What do you mean dragging weight?
If you
click
go
on
to
weight-
inventory,
click on-
yeah, click weight carried.
Yeah, click on weight carried, and it'll tell you your push drag.
Inventory weight carried. Oh, that.
Click
Yeah.
on that. Yeah,
Yeah, click
click
it.
on that.
Roll C.
What's your
Roll.
push, drag, and lift? Push, drag, or lift.
There you go.
That's your encumbrance. If you,
Oh.
If you click it, and it
If
opens
you
a
click
little
it,
window
it'll
on the
open
right.
a window, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
That's fine.
What was it? Like
Push, drag, or
Check
lift.
your push weight.
push, drag, or lift.
Yep.
Yeah.
Check your push weight or drag weight.
Okay.
Yeah, it's next to each other. It's a
Yeah, I
all-
got it now.
Yeah.
Whoop. Boop. There.
I think we're good.
Yeah, it looks like you guys should be good.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, you guys are fine. You guys are able to push this cart. It's not going to be pleasant, but you can do it.
So are we booking it back to the?
Good to know that.
We booking it back to the same cave?
Starseer is the second strongest. That's a fucking spellcaster.
Hey,
These things happen.
these things happen.
Well, I mean, the fucking dragon boy.
Yep.
You're just built tougher than most.
Built different.
All right, so let's hit move.
Start.
All right.
push.
You guys go ahead. Can everybody make a survival check for me to see if you find a cave
Yep.
nearby? Because I imagine everyone's looking for it.
Survival. 12.
I'm putting my back into pushing the sled. I know where a cave is. So
Nat 20.
Bruh. All right,
Considering
Starseer.
where we are in
No, it makes
here,
sense.
I might. Yeah, I will.
Yeah,
probably know.
Starseer is actually familiar with the area, and she points out a nearby cave that not only is only about like a 10-minute push with the cart or with the sled away. It is also big enough inside to house the sled.
Okay.
You guys can go ahead. And, if you make a little campfire, you can take a camp rest here.
Yep.
Right up. And a camp rest, it's just like in between a short and a long rest. So,
Okay.
any You get all of your hit dice back, but it's otherwise considered a short rest. You get all of your hit points back, but you don't get your like spell slots or
level
anything that you get back on a
yeah.
long rest. You don't level up at a camp
but
rest.
I do get my breath weapon back.
You do get your breath weapon back because that's a short rest ability.
Okay. Then we will take the sled over to that cave.
All right.
Yep.
Maybe you guys go. You do that. If you want to use another 5 torches, you can create a makeshift campfire again.
I don't have any torches on me.
I'll use mine.
I have
Alright.
1 torch.
Alright.
I'll just use all 5. I'll just use 5 of mine.
All right, you do that, and you take your rest, and then next morning, go ahead and you make the daunting task of
Going
spending the next 6 hours pushing this cart back to civilization.
Well,
What are you guys doing this time?
small talk, I guess. You have nothing else to do.
Can I just be chilling on the cart because I'm
No.
just hungover?
Oh.
Pull your
No,
weight.
if you go on the cart, the rest of the party would not be able to push it.
Ah,
In a little bit.
Pull your weight.
okay, so I'm basically just
Literally pull
holding
your
my
weight.
head the entire time.
You're just gonna complain the whole time.
I'm just gonna hold my head because I'm hungover. I mean, I haven't had a drink yet in a bit.
No, Aki, how?
No act.
So is he?
Yeah. You just spend 6 hours pushing. Or pulling.
I'm pushed. I gotta push so much weight.
All right, man. You guys spend the time about halfway through. The twilight comes in, illuminating your way, and you find a little path that you can push the sled on. That makes it easier, and you're able to push your way back into Bryn Shander with this big ass sled. You make it to Bryn Shander right before the twilight has set. And as you're making your way into Bryn Shander, the gates are already open.
They saw us coming.
Are the same guards?
They are the same guards, but Bryn Shander closes its gates at night, but otherwise they are open unless they're being sieged or raided, which is
So
uncommon.
So we could.
I make a sucker work. See? They very darn.
It only took you a
And-
day. Oh, and we saw that blizzard.
We survived.
Lucky you're all alive.
We had a brush with nature, but we prevailed.
Guard raises an eyebrow.
Big cat. That's all she
You saw a crag cat, and you lived.
Yeah.
Took
Wouldn't
the
be the
cave
first
too.
one I've seen.
calmly took her cave too.
One guard
Good.
turns to the other. He says, "Wait until the boys hear about this one tonight."
See if we give you a good story. So we just go on back to Black Iron Blade.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
As you're passing, one of the guards puts a hand on your shoulder. He's like, "Hey, wait! Just so that the boys don't think we're BSing, you want to come swing by the North Look tonight? Drinks are on us."
I've been. The moment he this goes, drinks on someone else he is in.
There's your answer. And she
We'll
just-
be back after we drop this off.
Yeah, she's just gonna continue.
All right.
We're gonna.
Make your way back down to Black Iron Blades, I suppose.
Yep.
At this point, you go to Black Iron Blades. The front door is slightly ajar. The dwarves aren't in sight here, but the window's kind of fogged up. You can't really see inside, so you're not really sure where anybody is. You could figure out someone's probably inside.
Yeah, Dexter, as the ever so civilized individual he is. Oi, we found your shit.
Oi.
The door opens and Haruna comes out, waddles out. She looks up. Brought the bloody thing into town too.
We said we deliver, we deliver.
Oh, well, a deal's a deal. Each of you. And she reaches into her pouch. She pulls out 4 fist-sized bloodstones. One for each of you, as promised. And I've got a friend with Clan Battlehammer. And she starts inspecting the iron, starts counting it up. Aye, it's all here. And look! And she pulls out one of the ingots and shows it to you. Stamped in the center of the ingot is the symbol of a foaming mug. The same one that's on that silver medallion that you found.
Oh, yeah. I'll,
Battlehammer iron.
Oh, by the way, we found one of your friends, I believe, in the snow. He wanted to give you what we found left on him. And I'll hand over the foaming mug medallion.
She looks at it for a moment and see like a single tear go down her cheek and into her beard. Oh, poor Rubok. Takes it. I'll have to take it back to his family. It's not gonna be easy. Thank you, though. It means a lot.
I'm glad we could bring something back, at least. Well,
Oh, I hope it wasn't too difficult to find it. I was getting worried when you didn't come back by nightfall.
a blizzard happened.
There's a problem.
Yeah, a blizzard happened to roll in for a couple nights.
We're also able to get it back without too much bloodshed. Sorry for the bloody bag.
What happened?
Goblins.
Goblins shot, laser beam from mouth, bag landed on head.
Right. She puts the iron back in the bag. She attempts to clean some of the blood off with her coat sleeve. It doesn't come off because it's all dried.
Yeah.
She glares at it. She goes back in. Well, I have business to go have. Thank you. And she goes.
Glad
closes
we
the
could
door,
help.
And then you can hear shouting from inside.
Okay. So do we add the bloodstones to our inventory then?
Yep, you can each add 1 bloodstone worth 50
Yeah.
gold.
Okay.
They each weigh 1 pound.
Okay. Add custom item. Bloodstone. Or bloodstone, my bad.
How much does it weigh?
1 pound.
1 pound.
1
It's a
pound.
heavy gem.
50 gold. There we go. Okay. Add to backpack. There we go. Oh, let me remove the foaming mug medallion from my inventory too.
Yep.
Equipment. Foaming mug medallion. Delete. There we go. Okay.
Well, after that, we deserve rest.
Mm-hmm. So are we going to the North Look? Or whatever it's called?
Yep. Because Holman got the free
Free
drink.
booze.
Free drink? Hell yeah.
And Chris
Yeah,
needs his free booze today.
You go back up, and literally, like, the first building by the North Gate is a large, boisterous tavern known as the North Look. And as you go in, there's several adventurer types in the bar. They're all rather rowdy. You also see several off-duty guards, and you see like several of them arm wrestling or like having drinking games. It's a very much like party atmosphere in here.
All right.
You can see the there's like several people chatting it up about like different rumors. You see in like this veteran looking guy with this like salt and pepper beard behind the counter, quickly serving a bunch of people, and in between just like chatting with everyone, giving people different pointers on different things they can go do around the 10 towns, swapping stories. He looks over at you. He's like, "Oh, newcomers. Oh, even here at the North Look, that's a sight for sore eyes nowadays. We don't really see many new folk around here. Come on, come on."
Okay. We'll go up to the bar.
Hi. A couple of the guards that came in said they were offering free drinks.
Guards offering free drinks. You got a story to tell, don't you?
Lizard, big cat. Somebody else tell.
Aye.
Yeah.
Well, and he looks over to this like big grandfather clock behind the bar. Give it an hour, and Harold and Henry will get off their shifts.
Okay.
They do love a good story. I already know exactly who you're talking about. Guys at the North Gate, right?
Yes, sir.
He rolls his eyes. I'll chat up any adventurer that'll let him.
They thought we would not survive. We came back.
Must look green around the gills when you went out. Or when you came back.
Where we
By the
went
way.
was my own stomping ground. I know the place.
He smiles. Nah, he puts out a hand. The name's Scramsax. Nice to meet you.
She notes his demeanor and actually respects it.
I put up my hand. Name's Tub. Nice to meet you.
Voltesh Starseer.
Bultesh Starseer. Strong name.
Just call me Starseer.
Noted. And then he looks over at Chris and Daxter. And you are?
Needing a drink.
Don't mind him. He has an issue.
Well, I was gonna let you.
Many
Daxter.
issues.
I was gonna let you in on the loan system that we have here at the North Look, but and then he looks over at Chris. Some people need to learn their manners.
Sorry, I'm hungover. I haven't had a drink in a day. My head hurts. I walked for hours in the cold. I just want a drink.
He pours out this very pale ale, and he kind of puts it down in front of you. Now, I'm not telling you that this is strong. This is kind of the swill that the guards drink for the most part, because it's the cheapest thing I got. But if you're looking for something to get drunk real quick, this one's on me.
That's perfect. Thank you, sir. I pull up my hand. I say, Chris, it's nice to meet you.
Shakes your hand. And then as he's going back to serve a couple of the other customers, he yells back, "Oh, and by the way, if you ever want a room in here, just let me know. If you don't have the coin up front, you can put it on a tab. You can pay it whenever you're comfortable. I know that things have been a little difficult for people nowadays, but I try to make sure that everyone who needs a room gets one.
So,
How much is the room?
Sweet.
Room? Well, that's tricky. That's 6 gold a night. But again, if you don't have the money up front, you can always put it on the tab. I'll keep track of it. And whenever you do have the money to pay, and he smiles, 0 interest.
Okay. Thank you kindly.
Okay, so this is just a note and a reminder for everybody. The rooms are more expensive here. However, you can put it on a tab
Yeah.
to pay it immediately.
hey Tom,
However,
you have 6
tabs
gold,
add up.
right?
No, I don't think I do. Let me see.
Why don't we
Look,
just
you can put it on your tab.
Oh my god.
One just pull
Or-
together.
okay? And before you make, it's just like there is the.
Uh,
I'm just gonna let you guys know, like out of character, there is the other tavern with cheaper rates. If you wanted to go over there, it's not like we have to traverse the tundra to get there.
True.
that is true. But before that, you said there were people talking about rumors.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to overhear them, and if you try to get a little too close, the or the how do I say? The patrons here aren't particularly friendly with strangers, so if you get a little close, they'll just get quiet.
Okay, never
And
mind
most
then.
of them don't really want to talk with you.
Okay, never
But,
mind then.
You give it an hour, and Harold and Henry come in. They're a little boisterous. They're like, "Scram sacks, the usual." And then they go around. They start hitting it up with a few of the guards, and they're just like, "Hey, come here, come to this big table over in the corner here. I've got a story to tell you." Hey, you four, crazy adventurer types.
Yeah, I want to see how he tells it.
Yeah.
Come here. I just want to make sure that you're here to verify the story that I'm telling my boys.
We walk over.
And one of them gets real low. He's pulling down his hood, and he's kind of middle-aged, but still got this youthful demeanor to him. He's got a bright smile. He starts looking around. All right, you are not gonna believe the story about how those Battlehammer dwarves that came in the other day, how they got their gold back, or their iron even. It was iron, right? Yeah, it was iron. Well, now, just the other day, these 4 knuckleheads came in, and apparently they walked all the way from East Haven. Myrtle said so. I talked to her yesterday. And came in, walked all the way from East Haven like a bunch of lunatics. They went and stayed at Gildenstag's Rest. Next day, came over to the market square. They went over to Black Iron Blades, and they talked to Haruna. Now, Haruna told them the story about how they got attacked by them Yeti folk, and how one of their friends, sadly, got torn apart by the Yetis. And on the way back, the dwarf said they saw a dragon. And all the guys start erupting, that's bullshit. No one's ever seen a dragon all the way in Brenshander. No, that can't be a dragon. No, I tell you, one of them saw him with his own 2 eyes, and that's why he's so scared all the time. Now, anyway, getting back to the story about these adventurer types, right? Now, they come in, and they talk to Haruna, and they're like, yeah, we're not afraid of Yetis. We're going to go out into the tundra. We're going to go get that sled that you lost. And then they went out, like the bunch of loonies that they are, and they went past us. And we're like, no, you can't go out there. It's dangerous. And they're like, no, it's not dangerous. We're like, yeah, but there's Yetis out there and stuff, and they're dangerous. And they're like, no, it's not. Hoity-toity, we're strong adventurers. We're going to go out there. We're going to get that iron. We're going to come back. So they went out there. And then that blizzard happened a few hours later. And they were gone. I says to Henry, no, they're not making it back. They went in that blizzard, and might have frozen to death. Maybe they ran into a yeti. Maybe they saw that dragon. They all started erupting into laughter.
We're right
but I
here.
tell you, what's up?
The stars here, just we're right here.
No, they don't go out. They don't see no dragon. They go out there and they go into a cave, and they says, "We run into a crag cat," and it gets like quiet for like a few tables out from you. Oh no, a crag cat! And you know what they says? That one right there, that human. He says, "We chased her out of its cave."
It's true.
Yo, Dexter, you forgot to mention the part where you stabbed it in the ass.
You did
Well,
what?
I
A
haven't
bunch of people like start looking over at you.
He just looks at his sword. Well, I didn't have the chance to clean my sword yet.
You holding the blood up. There's just like a few silent like oohs coming from the guards. Well, you tell the story better than I did, but anyway, they come back
But
and they say after they go and they take this cave, they go, and apparently they go and they find a sled and they come back. Ain't that right?
we didn't tell you how we get sled.
Oh, you found it out there, just parked out there, right?
No,
Oh no.
Nope.
gobbies.
Hobbies.
Here we are. So it's like here we go. Hey, he looks at the part. You don't mind if I stand on your table, do you?
Scramsax, is it cool if he stands on the table? Scramsax just nods.
Hops on the table. There we were. Here we were. Right after we fought that crag cat. We go out. We go out, we find the sled. And we find the body of the poor dwarf that was left behind. Limbs everywhere. Blood everywhere. It's a terrible sight. We go. We find a sled. It's being carried away by some goblins. There's at least 20 of them.
Oh,
Maybe
yes,
more.
They're all like trained on your every word.
And here we go. And I decide, with my great planning, I go in. I have the rest get ready for a fight. I go in. I lure their leader straight to me, and with a swift motion, completely incapacitate. Easily done. And then my big friend here decides to, with their great draconic power, completely decimate a good 2 or 3 of them. And just with her fearsome presence alone, the rest don't even stand a chance. And they completely quake in their boots. And they completely fall unconscious. It's just a sheer fear of seeing one of their friends vaporized like that.
I like how you're leaving out everything.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, I was like, no mention of Chris in that whole conversation.
Do you okay, out of character, does Chris really want me to tell a bunch of guards that he's a mage? Knowing full
No.
well he saw.
I just thought it
what
was
happened
funny.
these days.
You just
You did
focusing
just
on-
watch like 3 or 4 days ago a guy get burned at the stake, in part because he was a wizard.
Yeah. So,
So
in character, Chris is happy that you're not mentioning him at all. Out of character, I just find it hilarious.
Yeah, I was just like, the ham up is real.
Yeah.
To be fair. That makes it fucking funny.
They all fell unconscious just from the sheer fear.
Aye, that's absolutely correct. But then, that's not all. They had a pair of polar bears. There was 2 of them, about the size of your
bears.
average cavern.
They were bigger than the usual polar bear. Let me tell you. But my friend here gave them one look and decided those polar bears, they knew better. They decided not to deal with us at all.
Wow.
So, we decide to take the sled. But however, as you can see, there was no dogs to pull the sled. There were no axe beaks. We had to push it ourselves. So through the snow we go.
Top will also mention he also stole the boss's scimitar.
Hey, everyone needs a trophy.
You got a goblin scimitar? Can we see it?
I have it right here.
Wow.
He's just got it like on his other side.
Wow, they must be telling the truth. That's crazy. It's been a long time since we've seen real-time adventurers out here.
Like I told this to, we come back.
It was a fun adventure.
Like the few tables around you just like start uproariously cheering for all of you. And then one of the guards, not even Harold or Henry, just pipes up, "All right, drinks on me, everyone. That is the greatest story we've heard in weeks."
Woo!
I thought I'd have some. Okay, so I hope you guys like that.
The amount of improv that you guys,
Great.
the amount of improv that you guys did was amazing. I was just like stunned. I was just listening to the story. I loved it.
Yeah, no, it's
Also,
makes sense because he's a pirate.
Daxter, you gain an inspiration. And you can hold on to this one through a long rest because you're going to be getting a long rest right after this, yeah. So it kind of wouldn't be fair. I'm like, yeah, you get an inspiration for the next 30 seconds.
Did you get any inspiration? I guess I gotta get into a bar fight. Gotta use it right now.
Starts beating up the guards.
No. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a sample of like what you can really do with role play, because I know two of you are like newer to this, so
I'm trying to get more into it. It's hard for me.
It's funny how like we have the ham up fucking pirate and the blunt dragon.
Yeah.
name a more iconic duo.
Me and Chris.
Yeah, the drunk and the guy who pays his tab.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. With
Yeah,
that,
with the combo.
partying goes well into the night, and y'all are having your merriment. Y'all get quite drunk as the alcohol flows and keeps flowing, and they're paying for all of it.
Yeah.
I mean, they must be paid
Yeah,
pretty
that's-
well.
going-
Starseer gives most of hers to Chris.
Okay.
I don't like drinking that much.
I'm just
Okay.
downing.
I sneak a couple to Chris.
I'm a
All right.
pirate.
Yes, I'm a pirate.
I'm a pirate.
But as you guys are continuing to party out into the night, yeah, you just like you do that, and then you don't remember how or when, but eventually you made it up to bed, and you all get a long rest, and we will pick up again next session.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Well done. Good job, guys. Good session.
good session. Well, chat, I think that's gonna be it for the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. This was one of the funnest sessions I've had ever since playing D&D. This whole campaign's probably my favorite campaign. So, more Rime of the Frostmaiden next Wednesday. And we have more D&D on Saturday as well. So, look forward to that. Okay, chat. I'll see you guys later. Bye
Goodbye, chat.
Peace.
Goodbye, chat.